solo.
And hello, welcome to solo playthroughs. We are gonna go at it again with Volkare because last time started really well. Well, I kind of thought it started really well, and then realized one of the reasons it started really well is I was taking too many turns to make it start really well. And well, I paid for that later. I mean, I could have had a little bit more cooperation from Volkare's deck than I did, but I want to go at this again because what else am I going to do? I need to beat this on the camera again. That is my current mission when it comes to Mage Knight. So we do have a chat from who else? Sagitt's in the house saying Team Manticore would prefer a slightly later start. Well, I mean, it's close. It's close. But Team Mrs. Playthroughs is happy with the earlier start. So yeah, we have, again, plans later today with one of our kiddos. If you do hear my air conditioner kind of kicking around, that is in the process of turning itself off. Yes. Oh, there it goes. It's about time, you know. It needs a little bit of warm up to turn up because that's normal. So I did already randomize a dummy player to make life a little bit easier. Obviously, I haven't randomized anything else yet, so you're going to see my neurotic method of doing some of that. I have the skills for Bravelar. I have the skills for Norowas. Don't mind Bravelar skills. I think the double mana skills could actually be super, super helpful. So we'll see if I take one of those. We have two rules quagmires. So while I'm setting up, maybe Sagitt can give me some clarity on either one of these. Number one, I realized in one of my playthroughs, it was like one of the Apocalypse playthroughs, when I tried to take on a spawning grounds and I only beat one of the monsters and then I went back in and just beat the second one. That's actually wrong. Apparently, I mean, this comes up so rarely. Apparently, if you defeat both, any of defeated face up, yeah, if you only defeat one of the two in a spawning grounds, and this was, I think it was Rua, if I'm getting the name right off the top of my head, so thank you so much for pointing this out. If you only defeat one of the two, you actually add a second one, and then next time you go in, you have to defeat two monsters to actually conquer the spawning grounds, which thematically makes a lot of sense. It's a spawning ground, so more stuff is spawning. So I kind of like that, but it is different than the ruins or other locations where I think it's just probably the ruins where there are multiple enemies. If you defeat one, then you can kind of whittle them down, and if you defeat the last one, then you get the reward. So that's a cool little point of clarification. The second thing is someone asked me if Volkare counts as a player for the purpose of determining whether he flips over after his round token thing, or I guess it would be backs up in Volkare's return, or whether he flips over in Volkare's quest. Because, again, the Lost Legion rulebook's pretty clear that Volkare counts as a player for the purposes of setup, so you have an extra die in the source, so it's real players +3, and you have an extra unit in the offer is real players +3. However, what it's not clear about is whether Volkare counts as a player during combat. I'm inclined to think that he doesn't, that the rules just should have been a little bit more specific. But if he does, that means in a solo game you have to defeat 4 enemies. And if you don't know Volkare's quest, sorry, this might be a little bit over your head, but if you do, you have to defeat 4 enemies during a combat for him to flip over and lose his next turn. If he doesn't, then use only the 2 that I've normally been playing at it. Honestly, if you're playing against Volkare and you're not defeating 4 enemies in a pop, at least in those first or second tries, you're probably not doing very well anyway. So I don't know how often that comes up and how often it will make a difference, but that is an interesting rules question now that I don't have a clear answer on. But I'm going to keep playing it as it's only the real players that matter until someone proves me wrong. So, and I'm proven wrong a lot. So I kind of expect that to happen. All right, we have Bravelar's little mini. I think I made my screen a little bit too big here. Yep, that's too much. Too much, Greg, for the masses. We're going to put this down. And the one thing that I am excited about is we are going to have my handy dandy I got a comment. I'll check that out in a second. We have my handy dandy. Yes, we have our third camera. I have the card cam in place for today, and I put it on the other side of my table, so it should have more lighting than it's had the first two times I tried to use it. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. The coloring gets really weird when the camera is this close and stuff like that, but I think this should work out pretty well. So we'll try this for today, and then we shall go from there. So I will just basically be able to toggle back and forth between seeing the fame track and seeing my hand during gameplay. So I think that should be pretty fun. Hopefully a better addition for the viewing experience. Paul Delguidas says, I rarely can make these live streams, have to work. We'll be leaving here in a short while. Of course, I will catch the upload later. Paul says, thank you for more Mage Knight. Greg, thank you, Paul. I appreciate all that you've done to support the channel with comments and views and all that over the months and years. I mean, it's crazy. Like, years used to sound like, a little bit hyperbole when I talked about the channel, but I don't think we're we're not in hyperbole stage anymore for sure. So I'm going to shuffle up this spell offer, and we'll get our initial offer. Get a lot of setup to do, so hopefully we can blow through this a little bit quickly. We have Mist Form, move 4 versus Veil of Mist. All of your units gain all resistances, can be really helpful against Volkare. We have Restoration, heal 3, or Rebirth, heal 3, heal 5 if you're in a forest. You can ready some units. And then at the top we have Exposed, target enemy loses all fortifications and resistances, range attack 2. Really like that card, especially against Volkare. I like all of them, to be totally clear. With Norowas, Veil of Mist could be very, very nice because I should have at least a few units, and getting all of those resistances can be very, very helpful. Saja says, still in a meeting. Team Manticore says, Team Manticore is displeased. Brian Schultz, who wants to work when we get to watch Mage Knight instead? I mean, for real, dude. Who wants to work when you can play Mage Knight instead? That's a whole other conversation. So we'll leave that for another day. Life's been a little weird, kids. All right, we have Training, which goes down there. We have a Song of Wind, and we have Mountain Lore. Ooh, lots of movement. Don't hate on it too much. Getting around the map quickly is pretty strong, but obviously really going to need to load up on some attack in this deck. Never really made a training strategy work. I think it's a little bit too situational. However, I think in like a scenario like Dungeon Lords, that extra, be able to thin your deck actually can be very, very, very helpful. I just don't find it as helpful in something like this. But maybe I'll take it and we'll experiment and see what happens. All right, here is Volkare's deck. Again, his deck is not like the normal dummy player, but I do have the Deed deck. I think this is a Arethia's Deed deck. Yep, it is. So it doesn't matter. These 16 cards can be 16 pieces of paper as long as you have 4 red, 4 green, 4 blue, and 4 white. I'm playing on the tight setting, which means we're adding 16 wounds. And then in addition to that, that's making sure I can count right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. That was there. It looked weird for some reason. And then we have the 4 competitive skills, which you just throw in there. All right, so I'm going to actually pile shuffle this because I want to make sure they're nice and mixed up. So we have 36 cards overall in Volkare's deck, which means if you're playing 6 rounds, if you're giving him more than 6 turns around, you in trouble. And I was definitely doing that in my last playthrough. I think I had like 8 turns in round 2, and yeah, just I got a little greedy early on because he was getting all his wounds early, and he wasn't moving. But again, that bill becomes due at some point. If he gets all his wounds early, guess what? He's moving a ton late, and that's sure enough what he did in our playthrough. It feels like a big deck, but yeah, it is 36. So if you play on Thrilling, it's only 12. That's a bananas pace to keep for sure. Slay King, clap those Volk cheeks. That's one way to say it. It's amazing. Sajid, I don't want to, but tell the regional commercial director. And Michael Pitts, your regional commercial director is Volkare. That's amazing. I mean, it might be. I mean, if Sajid was working for Volkare, I don't know if anybody would be that surprised, right? Explains his love for manticores. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna put this over here. We'll have this slightly off screen. Yeah, we don't really need Volkare's deck in its all its glory. We'll just put that down there and make that work. And then I might have jostled up my little card holder there, but we'll make that work as well. All right, cool. That's good. We have to shuffle up the unit offer. I have my advanced units in green. We're going to have our regular units in blue. There are going to be 2 indecisive units. The nice thing about indecisive units in Volkare's Quest is they never join the party, so we don't have to worry about him growing with an occasional keep enemy or 2. That's when you play in the higher tempo levels on Volkare's Return. Again, the tempo is increased, so there's less wounds. So there's less likely indecisive units join Volkare, but things can get really, really hairy. You could be adding a lot more wounds to Volkare's deck than you really want to. So we'll put this out. We're going to have 4 units in the unit offer. We have Utum Crossbowmen. We have the Utum Swordsman. We have the Magic Familiars. We love me some Familiars lately. And we have the Herbalists. I'm going to roll a die. It is blue. The indecisive unit at top is going to be blue. There's going to be a second indecisive unit because we're playing on tight. This one is going to be red. So you just put a mana on there to mark their indecisiveness. Their indecisivity, or something like that. Roll the dice for the source to start the game. 2 greens, a red, and a gold. Don't hate that. I do need to put a shield up here at the 0. We'll put a shield up here at this 0. So that's for the fame track and the reputation track. And we can shuffle up the artifact deck, and then we'll get this terrain set up, and we'll stack all the enemies for Volkare, and then we'll be good to go. So something like that. Simple as that, kids. Simple as that. Sagitt says there are some parallel characteristics, I will admit, but in that case, kind of like a level 16 Volkare. Damn, dude, that might be the meanest thing someone ever said about their boss. Funny. All right, artifact deck is shuffled. What do we got? We got Warlord Drake is here. What's up, Dursu? How are you, sir? Hello, Greg. I'm going to get at work soon. Good luck in your run. Let's talk about our next sessions later. Yeah, dude. I want to get Apocalypse on the channel. Faux show. All right. This is Volkare. He's cute. I'll set up his army. Again, it's just good to do this early, so it's just less cumbersome later. So it's a level 14 Volkare. Level 14 Volkare is going to have 6 Marauding Orcs. They will all start face down until you actually engage him in combat for the first time. So that's 2. This is 3. This is 4. They're all super face down for me. 5, like just pulling them out face down. It's amazing. And 6. Again, for those of you who don't know, there's like a slight ridging. So if you just get used to which way, if you have the Ultimate Edition, it's opposite. You got to figure out which way the curve is, and you could always pull a token out of a bag face down. I always stacking these units. I think I did that like once, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. Let me buy some bags. All right, and then we're gonna have a starting orc on Volkare's camp. So I just put that out. That is it's the guy with the elusive whatever. It's the Cthulhu baby thing that I can never remember the name of. I think it's a tracker. Yes, maybe. I think it's a tracker. Sagitt will tell me wrong, and I'm like, in 5 minutes, I'm sure. All right, so that's 6 orcs. We're going to have 3 Draconums, so I'm going to get my blue bag over here. Yes, I know the dragons are red. I'm sorry, this set of bags did not come with a red one, so blue it is. This reminds me of the ice dragon and how much I despise them. So, so these 3 are face down. We're going to have a face-up orc on Volkare's camp. It is the Ice Dragon. He's like, you were talking about me? I was. I'm glad you're there and not in the stack of 3 dragons I just pulled out. And now we're going to have 2 city garrisons. So again, 13 enemies all day for Volkare. This is what we are up against later. I'm going to put it up here, and I'm going to put a die on it because Volkare has his own little die. Oh, that's right. We're in a giving mood today. Now, what do I need to do? So I'm going to make sure I get this right. Is 8 countryside tiles and 6 core tiles. And we're going to have 2 core city tiles, although it's not really going to matter, and 4 non-city tiles. So I'm going to shuffle up the non-city tiles first. We're going to roll a die here. That's a 3. It was close. And then we have a 2. Actually, those are the 2 I'll take out. And now the 4 I'll keep in. It's just better than rolling dice more than I need to. And then I'm going to get 2 core tiles. Again, for the most part, the core tiles are just where you want to go to get yourself some elite units, especially when you're playing as Norowas. So we'll have these out. I'm going to have to rearrange this a little bit to make sure it's on camera correctly. That will do. I'm not going to go too crazy and rolling dice and making sure what is where. I think we are random enough. Oh, I should actually shuffle up the city tiles and the non-city tiles. All right, that's fine. That's fine. There is somewhat of a difference. I would prefer non-city tiles near the bottom because you get some extra opportunities for fame. You know, maybe get like a spawning grounds or something like that to give you a little bit extra power in your deck. We're going to put Volkare over here on this camp, and now we have the 8 countryside tiles. So I have 14 countryside tiles across all the expansions. Really just the first expansion. We'll shuffle these up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 left. That is exactly correct. So they've already shuffled up. I'll just put them down. So we have these 3. We'll have another row of 3. We'll have this here on the B side, and this and this. That is our starting map. Look at that in all of its glory. Oh, it looks so good. All right, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Let's all be excited together. The Ice Dragon's excited. Look at him. He's got that excited look on his face. All right, and now we're going to... I'm in a weird mood today, people. I mean, what else is new? Now I'm going to reveal these 3. Whoa, that's an interesting tile. That's less interesting tile. Could be a good late game. Oh, 2 monasteries on the board to start. It is my lucky day. I think I am a little off. Yeah, that needs to be here. Excellent. Excellent. No, I'm still off. No, this has to be... What? It's like I've never played this game before. How does one Mage Knight? Yeah, this one's off. There we go. What is Mage Knight? Mage Knight... Why does this look wrong? I'm really struggling. This. No, this is off. That's right. Ding. Ding. This is a new level of struggle. All right, let's build it slowly this way. And now this should fit in here. Is this whole thing off? This whole thing might be off. I'm going to have to rebuild this real quick. Yeah, okay. There we go. I just had it one notch. I never actually built it from Volkare down, and now I know why. Because it doesn't work. Because I'm not smart enough. All right, this will go there. It's always a struggle. We're going to get the struggles out of the way before the game starts. That's way better. And this goes down here. That's finally right. It's like a puzzle. All right, game's over. Thank you for joining solo playthroughs. We won! Kind of. This is going to go here. All right, we're going to have 2 advanced actions in the offer because we have 2 monasteries to start the game. One is Spellforge. Don't mind that. The second one is Magic Talent. Oh, I really like Magic Talent. It's so good. If you can get it that first round, it's such a money card. All right, so I'll put those there. I'll put Norowas up here, and then we'll have my units. Should have hopefully room for my units to go across. So I think we're in pretty good shape there. I have to put some orcs out on these tiles. We're gonna have an orc up here. Yeah, I think that going to that monastery will make some sense. Oh man, if I can get the magic familiars, that'd be great. I just don't know if I'm going to have the crystals to kind of keep them around from round to round. But anyway, we have the other tracker here. We have some skirmishers here, and we have some catapults here. Now remember, oh, catapults would be exposed would be amazing against those catapults. Like what an awesome card that is for the catapults. Because they lose all resistances and fortifications, range attack 2, boof, done. All right, and then the Mage Tower garrison. The Mage Tower is going to be face down. Probably not going to go there during the day. That's too much movement against 5 movement in. So I think one idea is I go up here to this dungeon. I try to, get some rewards out of that. Wouldn't mind. I don't know. Maybe I go here. I could recruit and get magic talent, or I could train and get magic talent at the monastery. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. This swamp's going to be a little annoying to get around because it's going to be 8 extra movement to kind of get back around, or just a 5. I could just spend the 5 to get into the swamp. Kill the tracker, magical glade. Definitely some good options. Again, with Norowas, you have to be especially careful about that. Your reputation track. I mean, killing 2 monasteries is amazing. I would definitely like the reputation, but I got to make sure I keep I like the fame. I mean, but I definitely need to keep my reputation up because that's a -6 hit, right? So I need to kill the orcs. I definitely need my noble manners card to come out and be able to power it with a white. All that's going to really help keep my reputation up, even if I burn down those 2 monasteries to get the artifacts. That is a good decision, Decider. Oh, wait. Happy to see you, Greg, Saget, and team. Good luck. Says Witcher Skeleton. Hello. Michael Newsom. Is that a paralyzing dragon I see? Of course it is. But it is far in the distance. Shame. Perfect start to the video, says Ultimate Decider. Just in time to end my work week. Get him, Greg. Thank you, James. And get through the forest during the day. Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, that's another thing with Song of Wind and Mountain Lore. Well, I guess Song of Wind does not help me in forests. What a jerk. But that's a good card otherwise. But I do really like Mountain Lore. It's such a cool card. I move 3 as a base is like, yes, please. I will take that. All right, I'm going to draw out to my starting hand, and why not? Let's try to be fancy. Let's be fancy, people. So, boom, we have a rage. Ugh, that coloring is way off. We have another rage. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing with it. It's just tough. Like, there's no good place to put this stuff. We have a concentration, we have a swiftness, and do I have any movement? We have a march, so that's not bad. Could I do this? Then I really can't see what the hell's going on. How about this? Let me, on the fly, see if I can't get this a little better colored. No, it just got glare. I don't know. We'll play with it. It's a work in progress over the next few weeks, people. I will get this where I want it for sure. Who is blowing my phone up? Not anything I need to respond to now. Okay, good. Just making sure the world's not burning down around me. Excellent. So here we are. I am going to take my tactic, and I think it's going to make tense. Wow, I think I can speak. Not exactly. I'm going to take planning. Now remember, the nice thing, Volkare, he's super kind to us. He will never, ever steal something from us that we won't be able to get back. But we will now just have to roll to see his initiative and see who is going to be first in this first round. Bam, he rolls a 5. Great. So he takes great start. Great start stays in the game. And that means that he was kind enough to give me priority in this first round. So I will take that. And now we have planning in play. So, what do I want to do? I definitely want to move to this dungeon. I get there. I have concentration and swiftness, so that range attack is nice. Remember, I can't use the gold in a monastery because night rules in the non-monastery. Wow, in the dungeon because night rules apply down there. But I have 2 greens, which makes me super happy. So remember, Volkare, he rolls dice. So if I leave the gold there during the day, he's likely to roll it and take it away from me. So I might as well use it now and make sure I have the greens available for what else I want to do. So I'm going to play move. I'm going to march. I'm going to play, march. I'm going to get move 4. I'm going to power that with the green, go there and there. And now I have concentration and swiftness still in my hand, which is really going to help in the next round. So I'm going to end my turn there. I think it makes sense. Again, don't give Volkare too many turns. Remember, we went first. So I think that will help. Oh, man, I mean, I just think it's really crazy to try to kill a monster on the very first turn of the game. I'll have other options. So I'm going to chill there. And I'm going to put this in my discard pile, and I draw up to my hand limit, which is 5. So we get another March, and then I'm going to get one more card because of planning. It's Noble Manor. So those aren't that useful, but at least it gives me a die from the source and some block 8 and stuff like that. All right. So I'm going to re-roll the die from the source. It's now blue. We go to Volkare's turn. We just pull one off the top. It's white. We're going to go to his movement chart. Where the heck did I put that Volkare's quest card? Here it is. So movement chart with white. Volkare is going to move this way. And that's that. Is there a white die in the source? Oh, I meant to use the gold. That was stupid. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm supposed to use the gold because now he's going to roll that. And it's white. All right, we're good. It worked out. Greg plays bad, and it doesn't matter. All right, now we're entering the dungeon as my action for the turn. So I'm not moving. I'm entering the dungeon. We're going to pull a random monster enemy. And please be something I can kill with range attack 5. No, I can't. Well, that's interesting. It's a gargoyle. So the gargoyle is attacking 5. He's got physical attack 5, so it's going to be 5 to block him. If I don't block him, he's obviously going to wound me. But then he has 4 armor, but he has physical resistance. So I need either 4 elemental attack, which obviously I don't have. I can get 8 physical attack, but this is not the ideal way I wanted this to work. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 wounds, and I'll just leave the wounds out of my little hand, my card holder here, and I'll put them down there. These wounds, it's going to be confusing. I'll figure out how I want to do this. So I can't. Yeah, there's no way I can block him. That's just not realistic. Ugh, doesn't make me happy though. So I have the 3 wounds. I'm going to play Rage. I'm going to power that with a red. I'm going to play Concentration to get another red mana, and then I'm going to play my other Rage for attack 8. That is physical attack 8. That's enough to defeat the gargoyle. Gargoyle is dead. That's going to give me 4 fame, so I will level up. There's no change to my reputation because, again, it happened in the dungeon, so the townsfolk didn't really hear about it, which is fine. I'll put this here. I have to clean up my play area. These 3 wounds are just going to go into my hand. So planning will trigger, but it's not going to matter, and I don't really want to get rid of anything else here. So that's a little rough. And then I'm going to re-roll this die into source. It's a gold. This goes away. These go away. And I'm going to get my reward. When you defeat a dungeon, you roll a die. It is, it was not basic, so I am going to get an artifact. Tempted to take restoration just to get rid of this heal, these 3 wounds right off the bat. Mistform is really nice though too. Mistform is great. Restoration's good. Hold on one sec. Nuisance is maybe. Sagittarius is optional thing. Speaking, counting, recognizing colors. Michael Newsom, I'd like to take great start at the end of the first round. First, I catch a live stream. Call is over. I am here with full attention. What's this little card stand you've got here? It looks neat. Just an opinion. Aren't the cards more visible? You just hold them a bit tilted in your hand. Would be more convenient to do as well. Yeah, it's just hard, dude. Like when I'm in the middle of playing and stuff, like it's just hard to remember. I'm trying to be more cognizant of stuff. I think if there's something here, it's just gonna take a little bit for me to kind of get used to it. I usually lay the cards on the table, no bother with holding them in hand. Yeah, I agree with that. Sagitt, feel like that would also be better. I mean, the problem is it's so small, and I've gotten, trust me, I get so many comments over the years, like people, can you get the cards closer to the camera? And like, I just really can't on the table. But if it's not working, I mean, I'm happy to lose it and just maybe do this on some other games. Greg prefers playing as zoomed in as possible, so this no place for cards on screen. Yeah, that is also true. Not bad for a second turn. Call me old-fashioned, but I prefer the previous way with cards on the table. This is Witcher, artifact, or spell. To quote a famous reference, an artifact is like a spell, just different. I mean, yeah, except artifacts, spells take mana, which is making me not super happy. Rebirth is interesting. I mean, there's an argument for all of these, to be honest. I mean, if I get influence, I could also heal here at the monastery. I'm looking at my recruit opportunities, and they're not great. I mean, if I get the herbalists, that's one idea, and then I could heal 2 there. Plus, they ready a unit. Plus, they give green mana tokens, and they only cost 3. So maybe I can get some influence. Maybe I get some healing at the monastery and the herbalists. Blah. Blah and blah. Alright, I need to choose. I'm just really not happy at that roll. That roll was not what I wanted. I wanted an artifact. Yes, I did. I'm not going to have an opportunity to take much more spells. I think Expose makes some sense. Especially looking at the fact that I'm going to get some movement from the advanced action offer, so that's fine. Expose goes on top of my deck. Boom. That's Charm, and then I got my 4 Fame, so I'm going to level up over here. I'm going to take a look at my first 2 skills. I can get up to 3 movement per ready unwounded unit I have. That could be really helpful, or I actually prefer this, I think. It's +1 to any range attack, +2 to a melee attack, and +3 to a block when I activate a unit. I think that will come in a bit more handy, again, looking at those advanced actions. And I'm going to take myself some plains, deserts, and wastelands. I mean, looking at yeah, looking at this, I can move through lakes. I don't think that's as important. Let me go with mountain lore. This comes here, Mana Storm. So mountain lore, if you end your turn in the hills, your hand limit is 1 higher the next turn. Move 5. If you enter a mountain at a move cost of 5. Sort of the safe space. If you're end in the mountains, you get 2 to your hand draw. If you end in the hills, you get +1. We are going to add one of Bravelar's skills to the offer. It is. I think I have like some old wounds I actually wrote on. For some reason, they popped up here. All right. And those will go there. Fantastic. We are going to go to Volkare's second turn. And I have a green I can get here. Oh, I'm just taking so many turns. Well, I have to move 4. My influence is going to be... I'm just taking too many turns. I think I just get the herbalists, get my reputation up, and then I could heal the turn after that. I'll take advantage of planning. Getting Spellforge or Magic Talent's probably not happening, and then I'll be in a place where I can burn down the monastery, get an artifact. All of that will make some sense. All right, Volkare, second turn, it's going to be a wound. So he's not moving, but he is going to roll his die. If it's a blue or a red, we lose one of those units. It is a blue, and the Uthran Crossbowmen can't take the heat. They're going to go away. That was blue. No, that was blue. It fell off the thing and became a green. All right, my turn. I'm going to move 2. Move 2. I'm going to enter into the monastery. And then once I'm in the monastery, I'm going to play Noble Manners. I'm going to power it with the white from the... I'll use the white. That's fine. So it's influence 4. That is going to allow me to recruit the herbalists. Don't love them, but I can get them at a monastery, and that will be fine. I'll definitely take advantage of their healing. It's going to be tight because that's still on the board. I'll just move my units over here. Have my hand, the cards I'm playing for hand, I'll put here. So that is influence 3. I have 1 more influence, but I have no more cards. I would play one sideways for a point of healing if I had one, but I really don't want to take another turn to do all this. So I'm going to get +1 fame and +1 reputation at the end of my turn because I used the stronger effect of Noble Manners. Roll the die. It's a blue. This goes out. And now we go to Volkare's third. Oh, I draw to my hand limit, which is 5. Planning isn't a trigger. My 3 wounds will count. I get Mountain Lore, Expose, and Stamina. So I don't have really any attack. I don't know how the heck I'm going to take out a unit there. I don't I don't have any attack. I don't have any I don't have any influence, so I can't. It's not like I can really do anything with Magic Talent or Spellforge. I just kind of ended up in no man's land a little bit over here. So this has not been the greatest first round, but hopefully we can turn it around and at least burn down this monastery before the end of the round. We're going to go to Volkare's third turn. It's a red. On a red, he looks adjacent, see if there's anyone to attack. There isn't, and then he's going to re-roll this gold die in the source. It's now black. What a jerk. My turn. I'm going to heal 2. Healing effects I can do on turns when I rest. I think that makes some sense. So I'm going to spend this green from the source to get heal 2. And then I'm going to rest by dropping stamina, and I'm going to drop this wound. All right, so you can do healing effects and special effects even on turns when you rest. I want to get these out so I can get a whole new hand and hopefully get something that's going to be able to kill the... Oh, these were healed. They don't go in your discard pile. That would be bad for you, Greg. I don't want to... I want to get something that I can hopefully take out the Mage Tower. Again, I spent both my rages already, but I still have improvisation. I still have other cards that can be fairly useful. So I'm going to re-roll this die. It's a black wolf. And I'm going to keep rolling black dice in the source because that's going to be really good for me. All right, I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 5. So we get mana draw. So I can get 2 blues. Oh, wait. Nope, it's not going to be useful. I get mana draw, I get determination, and I get improvisation. And then planning is going to trigger, and I'm going to be able to get a 6 card. 6 card is stamina. Woof, this is not great. Hopefully Volkare pulls a blue and I can get some, this is bad. I could get Spellforge. If I interact and I get Spellforge, I have a Swiftness and I have Expose. But I have no other attack. Oh, this is bananas. Artifact or spell to quote a famous person, blah, blah, blah. After so much time, I know what these cards are, so I don't need to see them up close. Just laying them on the map is fine. Restoration is a spell I have literally never picked up. I only use it with Norowas because it's the heal and you getting your units back can be really strong. And this way I don't see your awesome reputation I track. I mean, yeah, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful track. Figuring out how to position cards on tiles of Mage Knight is its own special challenge. No point of running that monster. No one can see it. Greg resisting Magic Talent. That's a first. I love Magic Talent. It's so good. I just won't have the mana for it, which is my problem. Hello, everyone. I hope I didn't miss the first monastery burning. Burning that monastery is a perfect way to turn a bad turn around. I think you're just in time. I mean, if you lose quickly, I have time for a second game. Yes, let's not lose quickly. I'm tired of losing on this channel. Although I kind of won Wednesday in the game of uprising, kind of. I mean, a little bit of an asterisk, but I'm taking it. Oh, look at this! I could get even better. This is amazing, guys. All right, that was my 4th turn. Yikes! Yeah, because I moved 1. I killed that thing. I moved. I healed. I moved. I killed the thing. I moved and recruited the herbalists, and then I just healed and rested. All right, so this is the 4th turn. Volkare. He pulls a blue. I don't hate that. I hope he rolls me something good. So blue's gonna mean he's continuing to go this way. And give me something good. Oh my gosh, dude. How do I keep rolling blacks? Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. How do I keep rolling blacks? Oof. That's That's going to be a thing. And I can't even use this skill I got on the herbalist. I was like, a red or a white would have been amazing. That uprising was absolutely bonkers. A complete unexpected win. Oh yeah. Also optional. Rolling well. Wow. I mean, I should be able to make this work. It's gonna be ugly, but I have the herbalist, so, and I still have my tranquility card. Monastery, burn it down. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could regret this. We'll see. I feel decently good about my chances of at least defeating it, so that should be the kiss of death. Booyah! Not terrible. So no way I'm blocking him. It is the fire mages. I think I said that right this time. And we're going to Sagil will tell me if I didn't. I'm gonna pull 3 wounds because my armor is still a 2. So 1, 2, 3. And I just need attack 5, which I can get. So I'm gonna play improvisation. I'm going to discard mana draw because that was I'll discard I'll discard exposed. It's not going to be all that useful. So that's attack 3. And then I'm going to play determination for attack 5. The fire mages have fire immunity, but not physical immunity. So they are super dead. I'm going to have a bunch of wounds on my hand again. So I'm not even going to draw a card, which is not ideal. I can potentially get to that magical glade, which would really help. I'm going to get 5 fame, so I go from 5 to 10. That's going to give me a level up, so another command token. That's always good when you are Norowas. And now I'm going to get my reward. So I just put these away. I didn't even use a die. I didn't use any source at all because, it's all black. I will play with Lost Legion rules. From my understanding, I'm going to add another of Bravelar skills to the offer because I did just level up. We have our choices between Shield of the Fallen Kings and the Diamond Ring. Yes, Diamond Ring. I will take that little extra fame. Shield of the Fallen Kings can be really, really good, but I just think the Diamond Ring and unlimited access to black mana will be a bit more helpful. All right, so that's done. Whew. All right, Volkare is going to have their 5th turn. It is a green. That means they're going to start moving back this way. And there is nothing in the source for them to roll. So that's a thing. I can't declare the round if I wanted to. Can I get to that magical glade? Let me get the green from the source. Oh, never mind. Awful. Oh, this is awful. I haven't seen crystallize yet. Oh, this is so bad. Woof. How much movement can I get? Can I get move 7? Yes, I can. Excellent. Stamina, move 4. And then Mountain Lore, move 7. So I had that 1 blue. It came in handy. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I end my turn on the Magical Glade. That's going to let me throw out a wound. And I'm going to roll this die. That's a green. That could go well. I still have tranquility. I'm taking way too many turns again. Deja vu. I draw to my hand limit, which is 5. We get the diamond ring. Act surprised. We get rejuvenate. I keep rejuvenate is Norowas's tranquility, and then planning triggers. We get ourselves some threaten. Volkare is taking their 6th turn. Wolf. They are going to roll their die. See if there's an indecisive unit. It's a white. We're good. Again, it's not like we're recruiting the Utham Swordsman anyway. My turn, I start with the gold. I'm going to use the gold to power rejuvenate. That's going to let me heal 2, so these will go away. What I should have done actually is I should have taken this wound. I should have taken a wound on the herbalist. So I should have another card in my hand because I could have taken that before. And then when I healed 2, I would have healed from. I would have healed. I would have been able to get rid of all the wounds that way. All right, so I would have had an extra card in my hand, so it would have been crystallized. So that was only. So I am going to go back and do that retroactively because again, I'm trying to get through the cards in my deck. And now, since I did not use a die from the source, I can power crystallize with the green and whatever. Again, use the soak. I had already used the herbalist. I could assign 2 points of damage from the fire mages to them when I burned down the. Oh no, I couldn't do that. I could not do that because the herbalist would not have taken any wounds in a monastery because they wanted no part of that. So I was cheating. So don't do that. So I undo what I was thinking about. I have this gold. End of my turn, I can throw away a wound from my discard pile. So I am actually out. I took 6 wounds this round, and I healed them all, which is nice. I'm going to play a diamond ring. I'm going to get a red crystal, a white crystal, a white mana, fame +1. That's up to 11. My phone is just like unbelievably blowing up right now. I am silence. Stop, please. And then I'm going to put that back. I'm going to put this on my discard pile. I draw to my hand limit. And I'll probably just call this end of round here. I'll kill that guy early next round. I'll stay in the magical glade. I got rid of all my wounds, so I feel decently good about that, but not great. Oh, wait. If I'm going to call end of round anyway, I had threatened and mana draw. I would have played them sideways to explore. That makes the most sense. Oh, that's a lot of swamp. It's a garbage tile, man. That's such a bad tile. We got a village though, so recruiting opportunities. This is gonna go face up. It is the Prowler, and we're gonna get a ruin. We're gonna put this face up over here. Yeah, since I definitely need to declare end of round. There was no point to not just playing those 2 cards sideways, especially with that garbage offer. Ooh, I like that too. Keep enemy and a mage tower garrison, and you can get yourself a unit. So that might be something I want to leave for a later round, so I want to have a core tile done, and then it'll be another way just to get a super awesome elite unit on the way back as I go back to protect the portal from Volkare. So I just draw the last 2 cards in my hand. Planning comes out of the game. It's Crystallize and Swiftness, which is fine. Volkare is going to draw a card. It's green, so he's going to go over here, and he's going to roll this green on the source. It's not black, it's gold. Why would he not do that during the round? I'm declaring end of round. When you declare end of round, Volkare does not get any more turns, so I think we gave him 7 turns. Woof. All right, that is a trend that needs to stop. So, but I got rid of all my wounds, so kind of a win. I got a spell, got an artifact. I'm stuck in a swampy, foresty wasteland mess. What else could be better? Not great. But need to get, I got the herbalists. They're fine. The fact that you can ready a level 1 or 2 unit could be super helpful. I need to pick up another unit for sure. And man, it's gonna be 10 movement to get there. It's so bad. I'm glad I have Mountain Lore. Kind of wishing I took Mistform at this point. Although Mountain Lore came in clutch because it got me the 7 to get in there, and that really helped me get rid of 2 wounds and all other sorts of assorted goodness. This is going to go here. I burned down 1 monastery, so I'm going to put a shield on that. There's only going to be 1 advanced action in the unit offer for next round. That advanced action is Force of Nature. Training just goes away. Again, it does not get added to Volkare's deck like the normal dummy player. And we're going to get this. It is Dodge and Weave. There we go. That's a very, very nice card for a battle against Volkare. These go away. And we're going to get 4 new regular units. We get the other Utum Swordsmen. I promise I put their brothers on the bottom. We get some peasants. We get some Red Cape monks. Potential recruiting opportunity there. And some northern monks. Blue, red. I'm going to reset the dice in the source. It's a black, gold, green, and a white. Not a bad combo. We'll go back to this view so you can see what's happening on the fame track. Again, I'm at 11 fame. I'm at -1 reputation, and I don't mind that source at all. We are going to cycle out Mistform. This will go there. It is Wings of Wind and Wings of Night. That could also be super excellent card to try to pick up. I'm going to draw to my opening hand. We get improvisation. I'll go back to the 3 cards, 3 cameras. So improvisation, determination, rage, expose, and march. I mean, I don't have a blue. I need another unit. I mean, I need to start making sense of that. That that skill. That was a bad first draw for skills. Not great. What am I doing? I really just want to kill that dude. Mana search, not going to work. Preparation, I think, is better for later. I could spare some power. It'll help me get to my deck quicker. But, woof, that's a pretty big waste of sparing power. Long Night is super interesting. Would help me play my cards aggressively. I have a feeling I'm playing a lot of cards sideways. But I don't know if I really want a Long Night. I'm going to be giving him more turns. It just isn't exactly what I want to do. I think it's too early for preparation. Tempted to take From the Dusk for real, but yeah, Long Night's not what I want to do. I'm going to make sure I go first. Let's try to limit his turns. Can I kill that dude if I go first? Because that's going to be important. Yes, fairly easily, actually. Three. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I can kill him fairly easily, which is fine. So I'm going to take From the Dusk. Let me go first. It doesn't matter what I roll for Volkare. He's going after me. Because he is a loser. All right. Done. From the Dusk, come out of the game. Let's make this happen. I'm going to get black mana. I don't need it. So the interesting thing is I could play Mass Exposed and get range attack 3, but I have no more range attack. And again, this dude, the way he works with elusive, if I don't kill him, and if I want to kill him with a range or siege attack phase, I need 6 attack. I just don't have it. It's actually more effective for me to play Rage for block 2, determine. There's no blue there. There's no blue in this source. Excellent. And I can play Determination for block 2. That is block 4, so his attack is fully blocked. Now he has Assassin, so I can't assign bonus to the Herbalist if I wanted to, etc., etc. But now that I blocked him, his armor is only a 3. So I need all the movement I can get. So this is really unusual, but I'm actually going to discard Expose along with Improvisation, and I'm just going to use the base. Ooh. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have Improvisation for the move 5. I can't. I need to actually get the attack. So that Improvisation is going to be attack 3. Since I blocked him, that's enough to defeat him at the reduced armor. That gives me a reputation back. So at 0, I get 3 fame. That gets up to 14. 1 away from a level up, which would be really important. I might take Song of Wind if I had it. Woof. All right, that goes out. I'm going to take these 4 cards and put them in my discard pile. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 5. And again, I'm staying in the Magical Glade, but I have no more wounds. So stamina, don't mind the movement. Stamina, bring it on, baby. Swiftness, and Noble Manners. That's a nice pull. I can use that there, hopefully. But the only thing I can recruit... Nah, I can use it in the monastery, yeah. Because I want to get the Red Cape Monks or the Northern Monks for sure. Especially with that. That'll be pretty strong. I think I kill the Prowler just to get the reputation. The 2 fame's not much, but it will get me another level up, which will give me some nice options. I think, but the problem is that's 10 movement to get there. That's probably not worth it. So I'm thinking at 10 movement, I can pillage the village. That will help. Pillaging is probably dangerous too. But I'm going to burn the monastery down. I want some bonds of loyalty. How much attack did I use? I used a rage. Oh, and then the privacy. Oh, it's end this. Yeah, my attack is limited. My attack's super limited. Ugh. Dodge and weave could be good. Right, and if I use noble manners here, I will level up, which will give me dodge and weave, which will really help in a battle against whatever's attacking me there. Okay, that's fine. So the first turn for Volkare, I think, this round. Yep, we are in round 2. We're going to do a turn for Volkare. We are going to get a wound. So we're rolling a die. We're rolling Volkare's die specifically. Blue or a red? Nope, it's a gold. That's fine. My turn. Now I would start with the black if I wanted it. I'm not going to bother taking it. It's kind of pointless. I can power March for move 4. I can't get a blue anyway. I wish I had a blue there because then I could actually take the green mana from the herbalist. That wouldn't be the craziest idea. But I'm going to March move 4. I'm going to play both staminas for move 8. And that's enough to get me into the monastery. And I'm going to chill there, hopefully use noble manners next turn. So if I can get threatened out, that would be pretty nice. My reputation is at a 0 because I killed 2 orcs. So I lost 3, I gained 2. No. My reputation is 0 because I killed 1 orc and then I used noble manners. That's why it's there. Alright, that's a blue. These go away. I draw to my hand limit, which is 5. We got a rage. We have mana draw and concentration. I can make that work. It's not ideal, but I can definitely make that work. Mana draw. Get influence 6. I could definitely take one of the monks. I'll get a reputation and a fame. Pick me up some dodge and weave and another skill. That could work. All right, Volkare's second turn. It's a wound. Rolling his thing again. It's a gold. He's now just rolling nothing but golds during night, nothing but blacks during the day. That's par for the course. My turn. I'm going to... I don't love it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a green mana from the herbalists. Thank you, green mana. I'm going to play concentration. I'm going to power it with the green. I get to play another action card. I get the stronger effect +2, so that gives me influence 6. And I think I'm going to... I don't know if I keep mana draw. I just don't have a lot of attack. I don't think I can afford to get rid of swiftness. Because I have a white crystal, so that could be really strong. There's no red on the source, but I don't think it makes sense to keep mana draw to turn the white into a red. I don't have many other reds. I don't have my other rage. I don't have my other improvisation. So I think this is the way I'm going to need to do it. So I'm going to play mana draw sideways. So that's influence 7. That's +1 fame, +1 reputation, which is super nice. And then which of these do I want? Now, they're not going to help me burn down the monastery, but they sure as heck would be happy to destroy some orcs next to me, because I'm going to keep one of those reputation bumps. So ice attack or ice block 4, fire attack or fire block 4. I mean, it's a total crapshoot. I'll take the fire. Why not? So we got some red cape monks. I already got the reputation and the fame. I'm going to clean up my play area. These will go here. And I re-rolled that die already. It's blue. Did I re-roll that die already? No, I got a green mana. That's right. So I didn't even use a die from the source again. But I'm now going to get my level up. So I'm looking at my next 2 skills. Ooh, influence 3 during the day, influence 2 at night, or range attack 2 during the day, range attack 1 at night. I think I need that extra attack. I'm so attack poor right now. And then we're going to add one of Bravelar skills. It is a wound management skill, and I'm going to take dodge and weave because it will super help destroy whatever monk is in my way. Checking the chat. Burn it, burn it. Good morning. How far are we in? Day 1, towards the end of the round. I love Norowas and his polite manners. Yeah, buddy. He just burned out a monastery. Not sure about those matters. Hopefully he said thank you after they gave him a ring. True, Norowas isn't polite when Greg plays him. I would have probably dropped mana draw there. You cannot wound Herbalist in a kindling fire. Who wants to spend move 5? This guy, probably the right move. No fortified sites in sight, so exposed may not have been useful anyway. Resistances are also useful. Remember the golems. I played this scenario today for the first time. It's amazing. Yeah, really, really good. Is Volkare's Quest a return? This is definitely Quest. I always mix them up. And Jonathan Gakoski. What's up, Jonathan? How are you, buddy? Says Quest. Yeah, dude, Jonathan, I've gotten more comments about your Space Empires trick. People like really, really love that. It's so much better from a game experience standpoint and from a setup standpoint. It's super nice. Anyway, I digress. I'm stalling, people. I'm stalling. I'm gonna get dodge and weave. Pretend to be surprised. We get another swiftness. I forgot I had 2 of them. I can get range attack 7 and mountain lore. Excellent. All right. Let's do Volkare's turn. It's a red. It's the red spell. So this is the first of the 4 spells that I hate when we don't see these suckers early. So basically, Volkare's going to look 2 around him, see if there's anyone to attack. There is none. So again, if I was in that area, I'd have to take some wounds, and it would be super bad. And if there was a red in the source, he would roll it. But there was not. I think we've held him to a decent number of turns this round. Yeah, he's only had 3 turns. So feeling pretty strong about that. My turn. I am going to burn down the monastery. I think that's just what my life has come to. So the monks are like going to judge me and be like, oh my gosh, dude, you just recruited me. What are you doing to my brethren? And I'm like, I'm sorry. It just has to be done. So I lose a reputation. I lose another reputation, and I lose another reputation. It's had a little bit of a brain fart there. And we get the magic familiars. They have 2 brutal attacks of a 3 each. So if I don't block either one of them, it's going to be 2 wounds. I don't want 2 wounds, even though I still have rejuvenate in there, I think. But is there a way I can? I don't think it makes sense to get fancy here. Nope, we're just going to do it the most obvious way. So I'm going to play Swiftness for range attack 3. I'm going to power this with my white crystal. I still have a crystal ring, don't forget. That's another range attack 3. And then I have this skill that I just picked up. So that is range attack 7. The one thing I'm not sure about is if I could bring the skirmishers into this battle. I don't think that's allowed because my units wouldn't help me. I could. I would have had to decide beforehand, but yeah, that would have been silly and taking wounds, and who knew what I was going to pull. So I think that would have been the safe play. If I pulled Medusa, I would have had to get some block, and things could have been pretty ugly. So I would have been a little more conservative there. But that is range attack 7. I rolled that. It's a black. Who's surprised? Killing it today. I get 5 fame. We get from 15 up to 20. Booyah. This is out. There's going to be no more advanced actions in the source or the Uniloffer. It's like the source. It's just different. It's on the same side of my table. And I am going to get myself another artifact. Artifacting it. What? Oh, it's another ring. Come on, man. I don't need 2 rings. Just one's good. Oh, I'm getting 2 rings because I have 10 fingers, and it was the Holy Grail. I'm not taking the Holy Grail. I don't need that much healing when I already have the Herbalists. Woof. Not the greatest of starts. So, Sapphire Ring. I'll have a lot of mana, so I guess that's helpful. Yeah. Interesting. All right. And by interesting, I mean, yikes. Can I get a core tile? If I can get a core tile open, come back around here. I don't hate that. So I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 5. Oh, it's a Sapphire Ring. Who's surprised? And Threaten. Well, Threaten's not going to be very useful. I burned down the monastery, so nothing to recruit from. at this point. Whoo! I picked. I just feel that Volkare is on a quest in both scenarios. Oh yeah, no doubt. Hi Greg and all. I picked Fire Golems. Howdy. Have you ever played Star Trek Frontiers? I just got it. I guess it's just like Mage Knight, but in space. I have never played it. I feel like everything I read about it, I would just want to play Mage Knight. So it just hits such a and start. I'm not a Trekkie guy. Like I think it's awesome that this exists in a different theme. It's just I don't think it's for me. Summoners is my guess. Never mind. It's the magic birds. Boo, not sufficient. Cannot bring in rampaging that only applies in case of assault. Cannot bring them into a dungeon or a monster den either. Great, thank you. That's cool. Right. It has to be a fortified site. Yeah, cool. I think you can only bring your answer to fortified site battles. Norowas is blinged out, collecting the Infinity Stones, but weren't you lamenting the spells cost mana? I was, but I only have one spell. So now I wish I had magic talent. Oh, what was I missed that opportunity. But the herbalists have been really helpful. My deck not having any wounds after that terrible first day is a much more welcome situation. But woof. Yeah, the skirmishers have to go. It just gave me some fame back. Norowas in his 4th turn, it's a wound. He's rolling a die. Bam, it's a green. Now we're good. No indecisive units here. My turn. I am going to play. Oh, I don't have a green. Really struggling with mana. I can get move something. I can get move something. You heard it there first, kids. Absolutely killing it. All right. I'm going to get move 3, and I'm going to spend 2 points of movement to explore here. It's another village. It's an orc, and it's a place where I can move and provoke an attack, and potentially actually get up to the place where I can reveal a core tile, which I would be pretty happy with. This orc over here is the Ironclads. Having some fire attack there could be helpful. Oh, man. I wonder if I try to take the Ironclads out this turn. What's my movement left? I have a march still left. It's my only movement. Be tough, not impossible. Still have a rage. If that once around. Well, I don't have a red anyway. Yeah, I don't think it's going to make sense to try to get the Ironclads down this turn. So I'm going to play Threaten Sideways. I move here. That provokes an attack from these doofuses. Doofy. That's all the cool kids are saying. Great. So 2 attacks of a 1 each. I'm going to play Dodge and Weave. Reduce 1 enemy attack by 2. So I reduce the 1. And I will play Rage to block the other. So it's fully blocked. Since I took no wounds in the previous phases of combat, I get an attack 1 in the attack phase. And that's fine. I'll just use the Red Cape Monks to get me attack 3. So that's attack 4. I already have attack 5 too with the skill. So a little bit of overkill. So this sucker is super dead. I get a reputation back. 2 fame gets me up to 22. Out. I'm going to play the Sapphire Ring as a special effect. I'll get a blue crystal and a blue mana. Obviously, the blue mana doesn't matter for much, but, you know, let's do it. Oh, God. This is silly. I also had this, too. So the activation in the melee phase is redonkulous. I had attack 5. Yeah, I had attack 5. I had attack 6. I had attack 7. I only needed 4. So a little bit of a not efficient play there, but doesn't really have much of a choice. So that's that. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 5. It's the rest of my cards. We have Rejuvenate, we have March, we have Diamond Ring, and we have Crystallize. I could declare end of round. Ah, man. Oh, did I get the fame? I get the 1 fame for the sapphire ring too. Oh yeah, I think I take another turn just to get the 1 fame of the diamond ring. Drawing 6 would be super nice. I'll take another turn. I've really limited their turns this round, so they've only had 4, so I'll give them 6. That's 13 in 2 rounds. It's not great. It could be worse, though. So Volkare's going to go. It's a wound. I'm rolling this. It's a black. My turn. I'm going to take this last turn. Great. I'll get a green mana. That's going to let me power March. I'm going to green mana with Rejuvenate. I'll play Crystallize Sideways for move 5. That gets me into... Oh, I wanted to reveal. Yeah, I won't have enough. This 1, 2, 3. I need 6. Oh, I could do it that way. Do I reveal the core tile, or do I play Diamond Ring? I think I reveal the core tile. I think that's the right play. So I got the green mana from Rejuvenate. I'm playing March for move 4. I'm playing Crystallize Sideways for move 5, and the Diamond Ring Sideways for move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna have some core units, and that's gonna make a lot of sense with that ruins over there. We have the Red City in our face. Again, the cities are like super low. I think it's like a level 3. I'm not sieging it. It's no point. I have enough other fame opportunities around. So we'll have ruins face down. It's going to be feast up next turn. So it's a keep enemy and a monster enemy to get an artifact. We have 2 dragons that are going to be face up. This one's here. It's the Draconum Summoner. Yelp, not going there. And the Storm Dragon. Yeah, he's pretty nuts. Ice attack 4. This is like where dodge and weave is awesome against him. It's super nice. All right, that's the end of my turn. I'm happy to get a core tile on the board. I think that will just give me a lot more options next round for sure. I have no more cards. Volkare goes. It's a red. He looks around. There's no red for him to roll in the source. And my turn, I declare end of round. I have to declare end of round because I have 0 cards. So feel decently good about that. Let's see what's going on here. Mana Volt would be nice. I mean, this is still legendary, so don't bet against Volky. Oh god, definitely not. These countryside tiles, oof. Every once in a while, Greg has these everything is a forest and swamp games. Apparently, it was time again. What did I say? I don't know what I said. Fame for ring. Did you take fame and rep from orc? Cannot see the board. I did take. That's a good question. I took the fame and the rep for the orc, and then I took the +1 fame for the sapphire ring. I forgot for a second, but yeah, I'm 1 away. With the. And I was it's an interesting decision. Like, do I get the diamond ring, make sure I get the 6 cards, or do I take the opportunity to spend the 6 movement to get a core tile out? And I think the core tile just made more sense. Getting an elite unit early would be nice. And again, once I get 1 more fame, I'll have another command token, and hopefully I get the Bonds of Loyalty skill, because that skill's super strong. Last time I played Norowas was in just a crazy. I think I mentioned this earlier this week, and during a live stream, I had 7 units with Norowas because I had 5 command tokens. We were playing it's a banana scenario. It's like it's 6 days. You start with an advanced action. It's a fan made scenario. I think it's called Volkare's Banishment. It's like really cool. You have all 4 cities, and then you end with Volkare's Camp. So by the end, I had literally 5 command tokens. I had the Banner of Command, which is bananas for Norowas, and then I had the Bonds of Loyalty, and I was just loaded up with so many units. It was so awesome. All right, let's get rid of these units. And now we get some elites. So the top one's going to be the heroes. They have a blue mana on them. Regular unit, it's going to be the Utham Guardsmen. Next elite is going to be the Ice Mages. I can get them in a Mage Tower or a Monastery. Oof. Well, or I can get them there. I will free them from their bonds. And then we have some scouts. I love the scouts. They're so great. Have I told you how much I love the scouts? All right, we're rolling these dice. That is not legal. Wasting all my golds. So I get a green and 3 golds. That is not 50% basic. So since it is not 50% basic in total, we keep the green, re-roll the golds. A green, a blue, and a white. These come down. We're going to cycle out Song of Wind and Force of Nature. We do not have any more units in the unit offer, or any more advanced actions in the unit offer, because, you know, I burned down some monasteries. This will come down, and the new advanced action is going to be Stout Resolve. Restoration goes away. These move down. Give me something good. Ugh. I'm definitely going to need some mega power and attack, because I do not have it at all. And it's getting concerning. Not going to lie. 2 range attack is nice. Drawing my opening hand. Oh, what is happening? That's not what I wanted to do. It was crazy. Stop. Don't do that. All right, here we go. Is this off still? No, that's right. All right, good deal. We're getting 5 cards. We have Stamina. I would normally want to pillage, but with Norowas, I'm always hesitant to. Man, Bonds of Loyalty would be so nice. Improvisation. Mountain Lore. Noble Manners. And Expose. It wouldn't be an awful idea to drop these Herbalists, man. I think normally you have to you take your benefits immediately. If I had to use Noble Manners to get +1 fame, I think I could do my level up before I take a unit. No, that's only when you get rewards from combat. That is only when you get rewards from combat. I'm pretty sure about that. That's an interesting spot. Yeah, the Herbalists I just don't think are going to be that useful. All right. Well, what do I want to do? I can do Mana Steel, Great Start. I think I want Great Start for the last day. I don't heal Mana Steel. I could take Rethink, get Noble Manners out of there, but realistically, where the heck am I going to use it later? Go Rethink, make sure I go first again, or give myself a very likely chance of going first again. Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm going to go with Rethink. When I take this attack, I discard up to 3 cards. I'm going to discard Noble Manners, and I'm going to discard Improvisation. Yeah, I have the hand I want. So I think that makes some sense. I'm going to draw 2 more cards. Diamond Ring. is exciting, and concentration. I'm going to shuffle these cards in. We're rolling for Volkare. Anything but a 1 pretty much. He rolls a 4. No, 4 is not available anymore. He rolls a 3. Mana Search is still there. Or Mana Steal is still there. Mana Search is for a Knight. So I am first again. That does add up if you can be first every round. Again, I've given him, taken off 13 of his cards, so he has 23 left. A nice, concise round here could be helpful. So, Rethink is out. And now what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to move 3 with Mountain Lore. That's going to get me here. I'm now in a Magical Glade. I'm going to challenge the Ironclads. I'm playing Expose, powering at the Wipe from the Source. That's going to give me range attack 2, and also the Ironclads lose their physical resistance. And now I have my skill. That's range attack 4. The Ironclads are super dead. Expose is amazing. I get a reputation back. I get +4 fame. I go from 23 to 27. That gives me another command token. Like to see it. Out. Since I leveled up another one of Brave Alar skills, it's Shapeshifter. Mountain Lore is in my discard pile. I reroll this. That goes here. Done and done. I'm going to, do I want to play Diamond Ring? There was a white there, right? Let me have played Diamond Ring. I'm going to leave that white because then I could get the white crystal, the white mana, which I would have used for Expose, and another fame. And then this gets out of my hand. That's a stronger play. And I start the next turn with a gold. I draw to my hand limit, which is now 6 as I just leveled up. We get March or Stamina, Noble Manners. This comes right. Oh, Improvisation. They go right back to the top. Woof. I need to go to shuffling school. I was a poker dealer for a while, so you would think I wouldn't need to go to shuffling school, but apparently I just shuffle things right back to the top. And another Stamina. So that's a decent amount of movement with the green. Move 6 can be very helpful. Oh, also I have a gold now. Volkare, a double movement with a blue because he pulled his blue spell. So he's going to move 1 and 2. He is now on the city. So I'll just get the city card out to kind of simulate that without having to move things too much. Dude is chilling there. Volkare has been chilling this whole time. Scouts are not this bad. You know it. Oh, they're terrible. Hesitant to pillage after 2 monasteries. I have a good idea about how to play this game, but the strategy behind your decisions is behind my comprehension. I guess that comes with experience, or I just play bad. Don't and get lucky sometimes. I would need to read the wording on Noble Manners, fame situation. And Ed Peck says, hello. Yeah, I think the way it is, I think the only time you can level up before you take a unit, I think, is when it's from a reward from combat, but I could be wrong. So the ruling of Noble Matters in this situation, you do not get the new level before hiring the unit, so you would have had a disband. Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, my whole thing is I want to get a unit from there. I mean, the heroes are tempting. The ice mages are awesome. I had a fire mages in that game where I had 7 units, and I used them just to give me the 2 red crystals, like every time, like 4 rounds in a row. It was bananas. All right, so I did Volkare's movement. My second turn, Volkare's in the Red City. Of course he is. I'm going to take. I have a lot of attack. I have a lot of stuff going on here. It's just fine. I'm going to take the green, and I'm going to power stamina. So I'm going to power concentration, which gives me, I'm going to play stamina. So that gives me the stronger effective stamina +2. So I have move 6. So 1, 2, 3. I have 3 movement left. I'm going to explore here. We have a keep. A keep is in the house. And a maze. The maze is tempting. There are no other keeps. It doesn't really make sense to try a keep strategy at this point. I think that'd be a little silly. Keep is face down. I don't hate the maze. I have 1 more move. I think I want to Don't think I'm using noble manners, so I'm not. I'm not gonna have the command tokens. I really just want to get an elite unit. So I think block. Using noble manners sideways just is going to be the best use of that card right now, and that will just get me here. I don't have block 4. Having a resistant unit would be so nice. So I don't have block 4, and I think I'm just going to chill, and then I'll kill him as I move into there, and then I'll hopefully liberate myself a unit. So I think that will work. So this gold goes away. I didn't use any dice from the source again, and that was effectively just a move 7. So move 6 plus the 1 sideways, and I powered the concentration with the gold I got from the magical glade. Drawing out my hand limit, which is 6, we get another march, or another movement card. We get swiftness, which I like a lot, and we get march. So I was right, another march. Excellent. We're gonna go to Volkare's third turn? First, second turn this round? Second turn this round, yeah, because he took 6 last round. Second turn this round. It's another blue. So he's going to leave the city. He's going to get himself here. He's going to re-roll the blue in the source. It's a gold. Oh, he's being nice to me. What a guy. All right, my turn. I need move 3 to get into there. I have tons of extra movement. Kind of wishing I had that freaking movement skill now. But at the time, I needed. Again, I think I'll appreciate having that power later for sure. So I'm going to move 2, move 4. That's going to get me into the forest where it gets me into the ruins. That's going to provoke an attack from the prowlers. I'm going to place swiftness, power it with the white from the source, and then I have this skill. So that's range attack 5. Actually, I don't even need the skill. That's range attack 5. It's range attack 3, range attack 5 with the skill. So this dude is super dead. +1 reputation, +2 fame. I'm at 30 fame. Rerolling the die in the source. It's white. I'm gonna draw to my hand limit, which is 6. That will go up there. So we get threaten. We get my sapphire ring, and we have rejuvenate. So not the strongest hand ever to take on 2 enemies, but remember, I have a +1 range. I have +2 range attack here. I have no other range attack though, so it's basically going to be 2 melee attack. I have the Red Cape Monks. I have some block. I have heal 2 available. I just picked up rejuvenate, so if I take some wounds here, it's not going to be the worst as long as I just don't get paralyzed. We're going to go with Volkare's third turn. It's a wound. He's re-rolling a die. It's green. Doesn't affect our indecisive units. I'm entering the ruins. Bam. What do we get? We're going to have a keep enemy. Getting up to that maze is probably a fool's errand. It's really far up there. So the keep enemy is the Utham crossbowman. We're going to have a mage tower garrison. It is the other fire mages. They're back. So I can't kill either of these in a range attack. So the question is, how the heck do I want to go about this? Right? I can get block 6, which is nuts. But realistically, I'm not going to be able to block the fire mages. Plus, I kind of wish I had the Utham guardsmen now. Blocking them is going to require swiftness. So I'm going to actually need 8 block to block them. So let me make sure I have the attack 9, then I'll kind of work backwards. This and this is attack 5. I have the sapphire ring, which I can use after. This is attack 6, 7. Here's attack 9. So that's my attack 9 in the melee phase. The question is, what do I want to block in the block phase? Excuse me, sorry about that. I can block 6 with a. It's so bad. That math is just awful. That math is bad. Fire block. Yeah, it's just none of it makes that much sense. So I will. If fire block's not efficient against fire attack, by the other monks that'd be super interesting, but I don't. So I'm gonna block. Oh, I can get fire. I can get fire block here against that. That's block 7, but that's not gonna work. So rejuvenate is just not gonna be that helpful for me anyway. I have no wounds, so I'm gonna play red cape monks for block 6 with that skill. Block 7, block 8, and I still have the sapphire ring, which is +1 fame. Or do I keep the movement? I think I actually keep the movement. I'm not sure what another blue does for me. Let me keep March and play that. So Sapphire Ring, I'm playing a lot of rings sideways. So that's block 8. So I blocked the Uthran Crossbowman. I did not block the Fire Mages. So I take 2 wounds. 1 and 2. And the attack 9. So kind of go backwards. Range and siege phase didn't do anything. Block phase. I blocked the Uthran Crossbowman with block 6 +1/+1, so block 8. That's effective against his swiftness. I did not block the fire mages. My armor is 3. I took 2 wounds, and then I can group them together. I'm only doing physical attacks, so the fire resistance for the fire mages doesn't matter. I got physical attack 5 from improvisation, discarding threaten. I got 2 more from my skill, and then I got 2 more for my last rage. I'm going to re-roll that die in the source. It's a lot of green in there now. My fame reward is going to be 8. So I go from 30 to 38. I'll go back to the other view. Bam, 30 to 38. No reputation change at all. I'm going to now clean up my play area. This skill comes back. This skill comes back. And I'll put these over here as well. I get a shield. And I'm going to get my reward. So this is an interesting choice. I mean, the Ice Mages are awesome. The hero's range attack 7 is also pretty freaking awesome. The Ice Mages have a C, and that becomes a range attack of an 8 with that. Range attack, I mean, that's a lot of range attack. Influence 5 could be helpful, but again, if I'm going to use her in an assault, I'm going to need to pay her 2 influence, which honestly isn't the craziest thing. I really like the Ice Mages, though. I mean, they're the same cost, right? So there's definitely a recognition that they're fairly similar. The range attack 7 will require a white. I have the diamond. I mean, both this guy requires a blue. The ice block is really helpful. I don't know. 6 points of damage is helpful. I think I take the heroes. I mean, even if you can't use the influence on the heroes, like if you don't have the influence, to use them in the assault. The nice thing is that they'll actually you can still assign a wound to them. You just can't actually activate them. So that's an important distinction. I think I take the heroes. That range attack 7 is so hard to turn down, especially with comboing it with what else I have. Heroes. Here we go. All right, the heroes are like, "Thank you for saving me." I'm like, "You're welcome." That's how we talk to each other. It's really nice. And now I own some heroes. Oof, I might regret that. Thomas Willinger, hey Greg, on night shift again and passing by every hour, but I'm around 1 hour in the past. Good luck. What's up, sir? How are you? I always say this, Mage Knight is a skill game. You have to practice and play some more. Yeah, it does really look that way, knowing the game and knowing how powerful each unit, card, spell is only one. It only comes after you play a lot. I mean, we could probably tell you like the top 3 of everything and not even disagree too much. I vote heroes. Nice. All right. Well, I'm glad I did something that made Sajid happy. Is really my goal, especially since I made him upset by starting so much earlier and choosing my wife over him, and it's a questionable choice. I know. All right. Well, I got 2 wounds. And one of them made sense to even assign the wounds to the herbalist because I still would have taken 2 wounds to my hands, and now I get to spend the green and heal those suckers pretty quick. I did put a shield there. I have some movement left. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6. Oh, I leveled up too. So many exciting things happened on that turn. I got my heroes and I forgot. Oh, I guess I'm gonna take. I could take a white crystal and a green mana, or a green crystal and a white mana. What do you prefer? I think the green crystal and the white mana is better, or do I want it? No, I don't want Mana Storm. Crushing Bolt, Stout Resolve, woof, woof, and woof. Crushing Bolt is super tempting. Stout Resolve is super awesome. All right, I'm going to take the green crystal and the white mana because I have the diamond ring and I already have a white crystal. This goes away. I'm going to add one of Brave Alar's skills. I was really choked up about that. You could hear it caught in my throat. And we're going to get Crushing Bolt. Boom. This goes down. This goes over into the heat. That would be nice. That would give me some power. Yeah, I had Into the Heat and Tremor, and when I had those 7 units, it was like an absolute cheat code. My worst unit was a Defana Masters because I didn't have much mana to power them, but everything else was like woof, just just wiped everything out. So I got my level up. Everything's good there. I'll go back to the hand cam. Oh, look how exciting that is! I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6. So Crushing Bolt. Dodge and Weave, Rage, and nope, that's 6. Math is hard. Oh man. I don't have an obvious next step. I mean, part of me is tempted to go take out that Draconum Summoner for 7 fame, for 9 fame. Problem is he's physically resistant, so I would need 16 ranged. I can get 7, 8, 9, 10. Crushing Bolt gives me 13. Really close. Very close. I mean, getting another command token, that's a really nice way to do it. That is a very, very nice way to do it. The other option is I go to this maze. Wings of Wind could come in super handy. Don't have a ton of movement, but I should be able to get there. Wings of Wind will be there next turn. Yeah, I don't think I leave her yet, especially with Wings of Wind in there. I can get there, maybe kill the summoner, maybe do the keep, probably not. Wings of Wind my way back across the board. That kind of puts me in a decent spot. All right. Volkare has had 3 turns. 4 turns? 3 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Yeah, they've had 3 turns. So this is their 4th turn. That makes sense. So, yeah, because I killed, I moved, I killed, I sieged. So the 4th turn for Volkare. What's up? It's a blue. Bam. Rolling a blue in the source. There is none. My turn. I'm going to... Nope, not do that yet. I'm going to get move 4 with this green. Yeah, I think that I'll keep that siege attack. I don't know how much move I have left. Do I have any move left? Blue, green. No, I have like no move left. Do I have a swiftness even? Yeah, I think I move this toward the end of the round, and then next turn I'll have between the maze, the keep, and the Draconum Summoner, I will have some serious options. If I get exposed on the Summoner, no, crap, he's arcane immune. Exposed is not going to work on him. Rules! Then let me do this a little different. I'm going to use the green of the source to heal 2, so I'm out of wounds again. I It's going to take 2 influence to work. I don't even think I have an influence card left. Oh. Never mind. This is even better. This is even better. I'm going to move 4 like I originally thought. I'm going to discard the rage to move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm in the village. I'm going to use the heroes to get influence 5. And I still have these wounds. I'm going to use the heroes to get influence 5. And then I'm going to do dodge and weave sideways to get influence 6. That allows me to heal 2 in the village. Since I use the heroes during interaction, I get reputation +1, so that's super nice. And I have no village. Wow, there's no good place to get a big card draw next to the portal. That's going to be a problem. That's where Wings of Wind could be really nice. And now I'm going to... I'm just going to waste the Herbalist, I think. Yeah, I just don't have the attack. I can use the Herbalist to just ready the Red Cape Monks, but it's not going to matter. There's like nothing for me to attack over here. That's an interesting tile, too. I have some options. And then I'm going to play Crushing Bolt to get a green crystal. And I'm going to probably declare end of round next turn, just to kind of, again, limit Volkare's turns. I'm going to get another green crystal and a white mana, which I can't do for anything. So that's about all she wrote here. I'm going to roll this die. It's a gold. I draw to my hand limit. The remaining cards of my hand: Swiftness, Crystallize, Determination, and Mana Draw. Volkare's turn. It's a wound. He's rolling a die. If it's a red, it matters. It does matter. The Utum Guardsmen go away, but that's fine. I'm declaring end of round. So I was pretty happy about that. I think I limited him to 5 turns. Now he still has 2 spells in his deck with double movement, so that's not ideal, but it is what it is. These cards are going to go on my deck. I'm going to shuffle this. Yeah, I think if I kill the Draconum Summoner, so I really want Mass Exposed, there would be a good argument to take Preparation. No, it's not going to matter. Duh. Never mind. It's not going to matter against him. But it's still extra range attack. If I kill the Draconum Summoner, I move into here, I get Wings of Night, I potentially move into here, get that artifact. That'd be a crazy, crazy, crazy second night. So we'll see how that works. Volkare has 18 cards left in his deck. So that makes sense. We are halfway through the game. Going to reset the unit offer. Elite unit up top. It is the heroes and the thugs. We get the other elite units going to be the Altum Guardians, which I can only get in the city. And nope, I lied. More heroes. Wow. I should have known that. The Guardian Golems would be an argument to get into that keep to actually recruit them, because I should have another command token before too long in this round. I'm going to reset the source, rolling these 4 dice. It is a white, a black, a red, and a gold. So that is 50% basic, so that's a legitimate thing. Mana Storm gets reset. Stout Resolve into the Heat. Into the Heat is very much on my mind. We have Ice Bolt. Charm comes out. Wings of Wind. Underground Travel. Flip this over. It is Offering. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6. We have Swiftness, Diamond Ring, March, Rage, and Sapphire Ring. So lots of rings. I'll go back to both cameras so you guys see what's going on. Bolted up. No one has ever made a board game as smooth as this one. Wait, you have the Space Empire's box under your camera pod? Yeah. Sagitt, this one is hard as stone, so the camera will be fixed and static. Do you get experience for killing summon monsters? Maybe an opportunity to spike your XP at a spot. You don't kill the summon monster, Alex. You block them, and then you actually don't. Only for the main enemy. Yeah, you block them, and then you kill the main enemy. That's basically, it's just functionally their attack, right? It's like, instead of the summoner having a normal attack, they throw some stuff at you, and just like that, and then you just have to defeat them. This is not the greatest opening hand. I mean, I would have fire attack here. I do have access to a red. I can get fire attack 6. It's not an assault too, so I would also have the heroes. So I can definitely kill them. I think I have the block. I think I do it. I take preparation. Tactics. Really don't want to start giving this dude more turns. I have unlimited white and blue. All right, I'm going to take preparation. A little reluctantly. Let me figure out the math of this summon. Well, I just don't know what he's throwing at me, right? I get block 8 there. That's fire attack. I have no other elemental attack. That's a problem. This might be a good time for mana draw. You could also make an argument for... I don't know. What could I make an argument for? That's not gonna... Oh, dodge and weave could be very strong here. Especially with the diamond ring. Yes, please. I will take dodge and weave. I think that would just give me extra flexibility. Kill the summoner. Get the fame. Get the reputation bump. I might actually even pillage. Yeah, I'm going to pillage as well. So I took number 5. We're rolling a die for Volkare. Roll a 6. It's a 4. 4 is in, so Volkare is first. But the 4 stays. Preparation's out. I'm pillaging the village. I lose 1 reputation. And I'm going to get improvisation. And I'm going to get crystallize. Not the greatest extra 2 cards, but it'll give me some more flexibility for sure. So Volkare is first for the first time this game. And here we go. So first card coming off the top is going to be Threaten. Volkare is going to look 1 around, see if there's anyone to attack. He can't. Remember, the red spell's already out, so I'm not worried about that. But the unfortunate thing about that is dude is going to take my red, and now it's a white. So there goes my fire attack. Woof. What a jerk. Wow. That's going to make things harder. Well, it is what it is. Here we go. I'm not even going to move. I want all these cards in my hand. I want access to everything. I'm going after the Draconum Summoner. Summoner is going to draw 2 monsters at me. And we're going to hope for the best. Now I can get a red. I have a way to get a red with Crystallize in there. So all is not lost. We have a Minotaur, so he's doing a attack of a 5 with Brutal. So if I don't block him, that is 10 points of damage, which is way too much damage. And we... And Sagitt is cheering wherever he is because I got myself a... Oh, man. That's a Centaur. I said the wrong thing because, of course, I did. And I got a Centaur and a Minotaur. Wow. Well, let's do this the cheaty way. So I'm going to play Diamond Ring. I'm going to get a white crystal, a white mana, fame +1. So I'm up from 38 to 39. I'm going to use the white mana, the power dodge and weave, reduce 1 enemy attack by 4, or 2 enemy attacks by 2. I'm going to reduce the Minotaur's attack from a 4 to a 0, so he is effectively fully blocked. Now I need 5 more block. I'm going to If I take no wounds, I get attack 2 in the attack phase. I'm going to play Sapphire Ring. I get a blue crystal, a blue mana, Fame +1, so 39 to 40. I'm going to turn the blue mana in on Crystallize. That's going to give me a red. And I'm going to use the red to power Improvisation. I'm going to discard March, so that's block 5. And that's enough to block this dude. I took no wounds. These two guys go away. And now I have attack 2. I need to get physical attack 16. So I will power the heroes for range attack 7. Again, it's not an assault, so I don't need to use the 2+2. She also hates dragons. So that's range attack 7. This is range attack 8. This also makes it now this range attack in the melee phase becomes melee attack, so this is a melee attack. So in the melee phase, I get +2 attack from that. So that's an attack of 10 total, right? So 7 +2 +1, 10 total. I get the 2 from here. That's 12. I'm going to take the green crystal and the green mana, and the white mana from this skill here. I'm going to power Swiftness. So that's 15, and this rage is 16, 17. So that's all physical attack, but it is enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, +10, 17 attack. Took no wounds, and we have 1 dead Draconum Summoner. That's going to give me from 0 fame up to +1. And then I'm going to get 9 fame. I'm sorry, 0 reputation up to +1, and then I get 9 fame over here, so I go from 40 to 49. We'll go back to the fame track view. Boom. Look at that. This guy is out. These go out. So lots of mana. Big fame jump. Heroes are used up. These 2 skills are readily available again, though. And I'm going to get my level up, which is... I get the other heroes. Yeah, I'll get... I don't know if I want 2 heroes. I need Influence 4 to activate them both. But it's super tempting. Alright, we're going to get another command token. We get another one of Bravelar skills. And now I take my armors up to a 4, which is super helpful in divvying up how many wounds I have to take. And here we are. So I think I need to go to the maze. I need to find a way to get Wings of Wind, because I'm very far away from where I want to be, and that's way too much movement back. This Maze Tower is interesting as maybe a third day play. Third day. All right, we're going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6. So we get Determination. If I get a bunch of influence cards, stamina. I think if I get a bunch of influence cards, I do think the heroes are going to make some sense. I get 3 more cards. Concentration. So by a bunch of influence cards, I mean 0 of them. Mana draw. And threaten. Make sure I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's so hard to. I think I lost. I think when I pillaged the village, I lost that reputation. I'm pretty sure I would have done that. If someone noticed I didn't, let me know. It's hard to figure out because I got so many reputation bumps. Like I got 6 from killing enemies, plus this one. I think I got twice from Noble Manners. So that would have been +6, 7, 8, 9. So that's +9, and then I lost 6 for the 2 monasteries. I haven't actually attacked the fortified site, and then 1 for pillaging. So yeah, +9 -7. I'm actually exactly where I'm supposed to be. A little Mage Knight math for you. All right. Let's make this work. Yeah, I'm like so tempted to take those other heroes, but I'm so gonna regret it if I have no influence in my hand later. But the second turn for Volkare, it is white. He comes here. He is gonna re-roll the white in the source. It's white. It's all he gets. More heroes. I don't know how I don't take them. Yep, let's do it. I'm going to take one of my green crystals. I'm going to power concentration. That's going to let me play another card. I get the stronger effect +2, so that's influence 7. My reputation track, as I start the turn, is at +1. That's going to double when I recruit the heroes, so that's +2. That's 9. I get myself the heroes. If I can get influence 4 during my assaults, that'd be super nice. I'm going to move these suckers over here. Just have the illusionist cramping the style of this mage tower here. I'm telling you, bonds of loyalty would be very nice. But a game without bonds of loyalty is like a day without sunshine. When you're playing as Norowas, you've heard it here first. Quote me on that. All right, that is done. End of my turn. I lose reputation because I played the stronger effect of threaten, and I think I'm also going to pillage because it is a good opportunity to do that. Not recruiting anything anytime soon. I'm literally 31 fame away from my last command token, so that's a thing. So I'm going to pillage the village, and I'm going to draw up to 8. This goes away. These go away. I have 4 cards there. We have Crushing Bolt. We have Noble Manners. Where you been my whole life? We have Rejuvenate. And we have Rage. So I need to get here, get another move 4 to enter. This is not an assault, so I could actually bring the heroes in with me. It's powered by a red. I mean, I'll tell you what, the ruby ring would be a the nice complement into my like Infinity Stone gathering here. How many turns have I given him this round? Dang, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 last round. So he's only had 2 so far. So he's gonna have a third turn. He was first too. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. So this is his third turn. It's white, the white spell. I'd get all the spells out of your deck. That makes me happy, but he still has the green spell, which puts him right there. Wow. Where am I with movement? I still should have a bunch of movement in my deck. Yeah, I think I have to get Wings of Night, and then I just get back here ASAP. And he really did not. He's got a lot of wounds left. I mean, he's got 16 wounds in his deck. He's only pulled 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 left. And we're already, this is basically the end of the 2/3 of the game. So, you know, he's definitely, he should be stalled at some point. Should be. Should. Being the operative word. All right, I need to get Wings of Night. I just really like what that does for my deck. And all of it. So I'm going to move 4 with March. I have no greens. No, I'll get a green mana from Rejuvenate. Seems to be par for the course. Can I do it this turn? No, I just don't have the move. That artifact would be nice. I don't think it makes sense. I really did not get very many strong artifacts for combat. I'm wondering if I go after that artifact now. I need another 3 move. Oh, I have stamina. I have a lot of blue crystals. Yeah, I have to do it this turn. I gotta pick up the pace. So I'm moving 4. I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna play a blue crystal to power stamina to move 4. So I'm entering the level 4 room of the maze. I still have access to all the dice, all the mana in the source, and I have a bunch of crystals. I also have mana draw, which could be useful. Now I have to choose one unit to enter with me. This is not an assault. I'm gonna bring the heroes. The heroes are like, yummy. Let's go find a monster in the. Ooh, it's not. Yeah, none of these are ranged anyway. Let's go find a monster in the maze. Excellent. So we're gonna pull a random monster enemy. Now the keep does not reveal because it is a night round. So random monster enemy. Boom. It is freaking the other Manticore. How? How every time, dude? It's so stupid. All right. Um. Really obnoxious, man. I am going to block with the heroes. That is block 5, 6, 7, 8 because of my skill, which is fine. So now I just need 6 attack. With my 6 attack, I'm going to play Rage Power with the red. That's attack 4. And I'm going to play Determination for attack. Oh, that seems excessive. Let me not do that. I'm not recruiting. I'm going to play Noble Manor sideways and this. That's attack 6. I'm going to hold on to Determination. Manticore is dead again. No change in reputation. 5 fame, 49 to 54. Boom. Rerolling this die. It's white. This comes up. This comes down. And whatever. Checking. Checking the chat because it's gonna be hilarious. Oh, I have the wrong. Let me get my third camera up. Sorry about that. What do we got? You need the +2 from your skill and the fire attack. Yay, it's a Minotaur, but at least you correct yourself to say the incorrect name. Is the math not better with spending the red on the fire attack? Monks could save you some cards, I think. We don't need another hero. Wait, we do. I would pick up Wings of Wind at the maze to fly back. Yes. That's where I was at. Good call, Dursu. That was his line of thinking, but this can change. Yay, number 2. Manticore buddies arrive slightly late to be effective in attack. Much sadness. Wings of Wind! Yeah, buddy. All right. I still got. I mean, I'm real. I don't think I'm strong enough, dude. I mean, there's a maze. Like, I'm not gonna be able to get to this maze tower in time. Volkare has gone way too fast for that garbage. Chill, man. I don't have Firebolt. I don't have Snowstorm. I don't have Flame Wave. I'm like, what do I have? Except a couple of Manticore heads on my wall. Woof. All right. Well, not a keeps. I don't have a village down here to pillage and get a big hand. I mean, this is gonna be super tough. Anyway, drawing up to 8. No, 6. It's like 8. It's just less. All right, we got Wings of Wind. Act surprised. Man, I'm really tempted to get that extra artifact. There are some cards like Sword of Justice, Bow of Storsdawn. I'm worried. I'm worried. I don't have what I need. I mean, I'm stalling here because I'm trying to decide if I wanted to play Crushing Blow for the green crystal. I mean, there's literally no other opportunities for me to level up, get fame, do anything. I'm wondering if I can get to 63 before I have to fight Volkare. At least I get another advanced action. Oh, and I need Into the Heat. I very much need Into the Heat. I mean, I never got Bonds of Loyalty. I never got my motivation skill. My skills have come out super crappy. These are level 3 cities, I think. I mean, I'm literally thinking about, do I conquer a city just to get fame? Solo, they're level 4 cities, so the city's gonna have a monster and 2 Mage Tower garrisons. So face down, 2, and boom, Yeah, I don't see the timing working out. So this is the garrison there, which isn't awful. All right, drawing expose. I could get mass expose. That could be nice. And mountain lore. Yeah, I think I do it. I think I'm going to try to go crazy next turn. Volkare, oh my gosh. Volkare gets a green. No green in the first hand to roll. He just is like, nope, never pulling any of my wounds. Over half this deck is wounds. Easy. Easy, easy. Alright, my turn. I'm going crazy. Alright, we're going to go in here. And, I'm going to defeat these enemies. I'm pulling a monster. It is Hydra. So 3 attacks of a 2 each. My range attack is garbage. And I'm pulling shock troops. Their armor is a 3. If you block them, if you don't block them, it stays as a 6. So if I want to beat them in the melee, the range or siege attack phase, it's going to be a 6. I will play. They don't have any resistances. I can get range attack 3 from this, which isn't going to be all that helpful. So mass expose proves a little bit unnecessary. I don't want to play Wings of Night because I don't want to try to use that next Wings of Wind. Yeah, I don't want to play Wings of Night because I'm going to try to use Wings of Wind next turn. If I play Determination, I have no physical resistance anywhere, which is super awesome. I could play Determination for block 5, which blocks this dude. Then I would just need attack 3. I could play Mass Expose. This way I'll play the white and the black. And then I could play this green. And I can get a green mana token. And that gives me a green. So that range plus siege attack would kill the Hydra. I have blocked. I can play mana draw to use a second thing, so I can save this white. And I blocked. Here we go. That's awesome. So I blocked shock troops with Determination. I played mass expose. I played mana draw to get both a white and a black from the source. So I basically had range attack 3. I played crushing bolt for siege attack 3. So I've killed Hydra. And now that he's blocked, there's only 3 more to kill him. I can just activate the Red Cape Monks and this, and I've killed the shock troops. So they're both dead. I'm going to roll 2 dice. I get a red and a white. I'm going to get a bunch of fame. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 fame gets me up to 62. Because who wouldn't want to be 1 away from a level up? That's fantastic. But it should be fine. I mean, I have the rings that will give me a fame each. So this is all good. I'm now next to this city, so this is revealed now. It is the werewolf, some sorcerers, and some more sorcerers. So the sorcerer twins are in the house. This is here. I'm going to get my reward for defeating this ruins. That's going to be an artifact, hoping for some magic. Banner protection, assign this to a unit you control. The assigned unit gets +1 armor, fire resistance, or ice resistance. At the end of your turn, you may throw away all runes you received this turn. Oh, that's a magical card. Or I get Horn of Wrath, which I can get Siege Attack 10. I definitely beat this scenario once with the banner protection. against level 14 Volkare, it's a pretty strong card. Horn of Wrath is also fairly strong. I mean, if you really start adding my siege and my range attack up, like, it could be pretty significant with the heroes. I just need the influence, especially during the day. That's siege attack 9. I have mass expose. Banner protection's so good. So good. It's a tough choice. I'm taking a Horn of Wrath because I think it'd just be more interesting. I think it's gonna be a more interesting gameplay. Banner protection is like really nice, but it's kind of feels a little bit like a cheat code. So probably not the optimal play there, but I think you could make a really strong argument for both. And that goes there. And where's the there? All right, so I'm happy I got that artifact. That's a nice situation for me. Never getting the Bonds of Loyalty has been really sad. And I'm going to draw out to my hand limit now. I got a bunch of movement, which is good. I could definitely get pretty far back across the board with my last turn. So that's that. What is Volkare going to do? It's a wound. Not surprisingly, he rolls a die. It's a white. My turn. I'm playing Wings of Night, playing the white. When I play this, spend 1 to 5 movement points. I will play and spend 5 movement points. I can move 1 space for each point of movement I spent this way. Yeah, I'm not going to use, yeah, so that's 2 + 2 + 1 with the Horn of Wrath sideways. And I can move anywhere. I just need to end on a safe space. It's going to be day. I think I go to this village. If I do interaction there, well, I'm really not going to have anything to interact for. I just need to find a way to get a fame. I just really need to get one of those 2 rings. Catapults would be an easy kill for me. That's some fame. Could also look at this Mage Tower, but that's super risky. Volkare is too close. I can't do what I did last time. I have to take his approach more seriously. So I'm going to roll this die. It's blue, and this goes here. Volkare has 1 more turn. It's a red. He looks around to see if there's anyone to fight. There isn't. He will re-roll the red die in the source, and that's the end of the second night. So, getting the units out of here. Banner command would have been nice. Yeah, I'm not feeling great about this one. I was honestly feeling better. So heroes, shock troops, catapults. Hello. Utham Cross Bowman. The herbalists haven't done much. I mean, one of the things I could do is consider replacing the herbalists with the Utham Cross Bowman to get even more ranged attack, which is pretty cool. Definitely want to get 1 big attack on Volkare at the end of this night and then end it. End of this day and then end it. So that would be super helpful. He's within 3. If I was on the portal when he got within 3, I would have lost that way, which is still the bizarre rule to me. I will have Into the Heat, so that will be helpful. I just need 1 more fame to get it, so that will really do a lot better. All right, this goes there. This flips. It is ambush. Again, I only really care about Into the Heat right now. This goes here. It is Flame Wall. Where you been? Where you been all my life, kiddo? That goes away. I'm going to roll these dice. 3 golds and a green. I think that's the second time I've rolled 3 golds during the day. During setup. That's bananas. Have to re-roll the golds. It is 1 gold and 2 blues. I don't know how I don't take Great Start, although maybe Great Start's actually not that important for me right now. Mana Steal might be better. So I just go a whole game without taking Great Start, which I don't hate. Let me draw my opening hand. So it's gonna be 8 cards. So Wings of Wind, Rage, Diamond Ring, Stamina, Sapphire Ring, and Determination. And I'll go back to here. So I'm gonna level up, which is super strong. I think I take Mana Steel. Just more mana, the better. There's not a red in there. I would definitely take the red if I could. I have access to green. I have the Diamond Ring and the Sapphire Ring, so I'm gonna be really good where I want to be with whites and blues. And I'm gonna level up. So I'm gonna roll a die. I just need Volkare to roll a 5 or a 6 before he rolls a 1. That's a 3 twice in a row. There's a 5. Great. So Volkare is second, so I limited him another turn, which again is super important. You shouldn't do the artifact you start a place. I can bring you very quickly. Would much rather push for the Mage Tower down south and grab Offering Sacrifice. Interesting. Or at least explore the tile Volkare is on, see where he's at. You get range plus CGX 6. Don't forget your skill. You can save the Blue Crystal if you redo the block and attack versus the Shockies. I would have to rethink that. Yeah, you're always right. I'm sure. I didn't see it, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I'll have blues the other way. I'm sure I missed something. And oh, I do see it. I do see it. I could have blocked them with the monks because that's block 6, and then I could have attacked them with determination plus the 1. Yes, 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 yes. I'm taking the assist. Yep, that's cool. Yeah, so what Saj is saying is when I beat the shock troops, I blocked them with determination, which just happens to be in my hand, and I spent the blue crystal, and then I killed them with the red cape monks. That's super not efficient. I could have blocked them with the red cape monks and this skill, and then it would have just been determination and this other skill. So these skills are actually coming together quite nicely, as much as I am very upset that I do not have bonds of loyalty. So yeah, that was Saj is probably right, although I don't love Offering as a thing. I mean, it's got some really interesting parts of it. I think with Wing of Wind, I mean, what I also didn't want to get lost down here and then have to find a way to get back out of it. I think I really just felt the need to make like a home run play. I was really hoping for like Bow with Stars on, Banner of Command, or Sword of Justice. I will absolutely take the Horn of Wrath. So it's fine. Now I think if I go down here, I can put myself in a place. If I get exposed, that's some easy fame. I am going to pillage the village. So -1 there, 2 cards, dodge and weave, and march. Oh, I have to steal something from the source. I will steal one of the 2 blues because blue just seems like it comes in handy. And if worst case scenario, I can use it on Crystallize to get what I want. So, and I definitely need to make sure I keep an influence card around so I can activate both of these units during the assault of Volkare. That would be helpful. One idea is I chill on this village for a while and I just keep pillaging it. Because I have Wings of Night. I have Wings of Wind, so I can get here in 1 turn super easily. The problem with that, or I would probably want to get here, because if I go here, Volkare, if he ends there, even if I make him lose his enemies and he loses his next turn, I still have to move off of that spot if I don't fully defeat him, I think is how that works. There's return and quest, and they get strange. In return, he doesn't actually enter that spot. Retreat, fight. If he ends his space there, yeah, so he would actually push me out of that spot. So me standing on the portal is probably not the greatest idea. I'm first. Well, let me get these suckers out of my hand. So I get Sapphire Ring and diamond ring. That's going to give me 2 fame. Gets me up to 64. I'd have a white and a blue mana. Let me just visualize this a little bit. I'm going to get another skill. I think I stay here at least a turn, because if that other skill is the Bonds of Loyalty, that could be very nice. I also get the white crystal and the blue crystals on my inventory. I took the mana, but not the crystals. It's a bunch of move. I have Wings of Wind. I have the movement. Yeah, I'm going to chill and level up and then see. So I spent both my rings. I got the fame. I get a level up. So this mana is just wasted. But honestly, I'll burn them at night when I get the unlimited black and stuff like that. So I'm going to actually, let me get 1 fame. I'll hold on to the diamond ring. So I'll put this back. I'll just play the sapphire ring. That's a smarter play. So I still level up. Let me see what they are. Bonds of Loyalty or Motivation. I'm going to take the Bonds of Loyalty. That adds 2 units to the offer. It's the Savage Monks and the Thugs. This goes, I get another Bravelar skill. I should actually have another Bravelar skill, I think. No. Yeah, there's always one that's not used. And I'm going to take Into the Heat. That's the end of my first turn. And I'm thinking, I'm thinking things. I'm thinking some things. Greg's thinking for once. It's a new idea. All right, Volkare, please be a wound. Oh, it's white. He goes there. So the green spell is awful for me. Oh, by the way, I mana stole, so that's fine. He's gonna re-roll the gold. It's now white. My turn. Oh, I'm gonna pillage the village. Get 2 more cards. Into the Heat. I would love this to be an influence card. It is not. I'm going to recruit the Thugs because my negative influence now gives me +2 and +1 instead of -1. So I have 1 influence going in. The Thugs are -5, so they actually are going to cost me 0, but I still have +1. It's ready a level 1 or 2. So I still have, because they cost 5. Off the screen. I'm off the screen because my ugly mug's in the way. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Come for the playthrough, stay for the singing. That's how that works. And now I'm going to use the Thugs. That's influence 4. Again, I still have the +1 because I'm doing an interaction that involved recruiting the thugs. So 4 +1, so that's 5. Man, the interaction thing, the bar only counts once, so I'll come back here. So this +1, that -1's a +1 for this interaction because I recruited the thugs, period. There's no doubt about that. I'm going to play March Sideways, so that gives me 2. So I had the +1 from that. This was basically free because, again, the Bonds of Loyalty means -0. I could have looked at the heroes. I don't want 3 heroes. That's too much influence to spend. Now the thugs, it's going to cost influence. I want to assign a wound to him, but a minimum, if I get him back eventually, it'll be fine. And I'm going to use him to get 4 influence. Now I'm going to use this healing effect to ready the thugs, which I think is legit. Sadly, can confirm that. And now with my 6 influence, I'm going to recruit the Uthengros Bowmen and get rid of the Herbalists. And the Herbalist units always come in ready, and the Herbalists are now disbanded. So you can use that Herbalist ability anytime outside of combat. It's a healing effect. So I use the thugs, got the bank of influence, and then I readied the thugs, and then I spent the bank of influence to get myself the crossbowmen. I lose a reputation because I use the thugs for influence, but ultimately I think that's that's the strongest set of 5 units I could have asked for in that exact setup. What's going on? Look, if the deck works out for you, then you made the correct call. Hi, Greg. Hello, I'll Sajid. Just stopped in to say good luck and then back to work. Hello, Brian. What's up, Brian? I'm missing you. Need some more bad karma for Greg. Use influence of 1 hero's unit to kick out Herbalist and get the 3rd unit. Like the choices in this one. This is a nice play. I was wondering why you did not go for the archers, but now it makes sense. Very cool. Yeah. I like the Sark troops a lot. Yeah, I think this is the best I'm gonna get. All right, done. I'm going to put this die off the board because it has no business being there. Savage monks are here. My head hurts a little bit, and hopefully I don't roll a green. I'm gonna pillage the village again because reputation doesn't mean much for me right now. We get a swiftness. And the next card is a crystallize. Not the cards of dreams by any means. It's going to be hard to get more cards in my hand. But I have a bunch of units and I have Into the Heat. And I can get a red. Wow, I want a bunch of reds. Do I have mana? I don't have mana draw. Wow. Someone spell that. And I don't have influence. Oof. Oh, I can get the influence 4. I can get the influence 4 to pay for the heroes from the thugs. That's awesome. The thugs are going to be it's funny. I'm using the thugs influence to allow me to use my heroes. And I have Into the Heat, so I can't assign wounds to any of these suckers, but I'll have a bunch of ranged attack. Do not be the green spell. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. I'm glad I videoed this stuff because, like, it's just uncanny. So dude's going 1-2, and he's gonna roll the die, and that's still green. So, it's so unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 7 more wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 10 more cards. 70% of his deck is wounds. Oh, that's such a bad draw. Bad draw. Well, I guess I gotta go fight him. That seems like the thing to do. So, I'm going to, I'm gonna lose this camera, I think, for the fight. We're just at that point. Into the Heat will shake off Volkare's boots. I don't think so, dude. And Sag just says, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this third camera. And I guess it doesn't matter. But they're all gonna be in my hand. I'm not gonna be able to think enough. I'll move. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Stop it. Alright. I'm gonna move my face up here onto the fame track. And we'll get this out of here. Hopefully that was helpful for some people to follow along. I know I've had a lot of requests for a third camera over the years. All right. Boom. So I'm going to play Diamond Ring. It's just too much for this big assault. It's just too much to try to keep all this. These enemies are just going to go away. I'm never killing them. There's not going to be time. This enemy will go away. I just want to clean up this play area for sure. I'm going to get Diamond Ring to get a white crystal and a white mana. I'm going to power into the heat. I'm going to power Wings of Wind, and now I can spend. You cannot spend the movement to go right where Volkare is. You have to end in a safe space. So, which is fine. My lack of reds are super crispy. All right, we're going to play Crystallized Power with this blue. Get myself a red. I'm going to power into the heat. And lack of an influence card is super bad. Now I have to spend movement. I'm going to spend 3 movement to get here, and then 2 more movement to move in. So the 3 movement is going to be... such a bad draw, dude. Green Deuce. You don't see his army until you actually attack. Also, you have to face him too, which is super awesome. And by awesome, I mean not awesome. I'm going to get Fame +1 for the Diamond Ring. There's a chance I break the Diamond Ring. Probably not. I have 3 white crystals as it is, and I'm gonna do this skill too to get a green crystal and a white mana. So I'm absolutely loaded up in whites. So I will do March for move 4. I have a bunch of greens. That's gonna get me. I'll just move there for the sake of it, and then I'm gonna play Stamina to go in, and let's initiate this battle. Now again, this die came from Mana Steel. I still can use a die from the source. So I'm just going to get that off the screen so we can clean this up. So I did all of that before the battle. I might break the Diamond Ring. I have this white mana. I'm going to use the Thugs to get Influence 4. I'll lose Reputation 1. I'll just do it now instead of the end of the turn. And now I can use both my heroes in this battle. Fantastic. All right, what's Into the Heat? For people that don't know, the stronger effect Into the Heat, play this card at the start of your combat. All your units get their attack and block values increased by 3 this combat. You cannot assign damage to units this turn. Let's take a look at all of these enemies. So, Volkare is like, hello, I was waiting for you. But he actually wasn't waiting for me because he kept pulling freaking wounds. Or not wounds. He kept pulling non-wounds and made my life hard. Yikes, I wish I had exposed. So that's the ult of mages. It's going to be a cold fire attack of a 4 with brutal and poison. It also has physical resistance. We have the catapults. They have cumbersome, so I can reduce their attack by spending points of movement. I have no more points of movement to spend. It is fortified, so I will need siege attack if I want to defeat it in a range or siege attack phase. It has 7 armor. That is a fire attack of an 8. Super awesome. We have a fire dragon. The fire dragon has a fire attack of a 9. Also has physical resistance. Wow. Well, mass exposed. Well, exposed would have been nice. That wasn't meant to be. So that physical resistance is really bad. We have a swamp dragon, has a attack of a 5 with a swiftness and poison, 9 armor. We have the lava dragon. It is fortified, so both of these suckers are fortified. Range attack is useless. He has fire resistance, a fire attack of a 6 along with brutal. We have other catapults. Making sure, I put them over there, making sure they're not still in my hand. We have some skirmishers. We have some cursed hags. We have a prowler. we have more curse tags, and we have some illusionists. Okay, I have dodge and weave. I have determination. I'm just gonna get as much range attack as I can and just go to town. All right. All of my attack values are increased by 3 this comment. I cannot assign damage to my units. So remember, I also have this range attack from here, so that is actually +1 if I want it. If not, I could just use it for a block effect, which might be smarter, but we shall see. I'm going to get range attack 10 from these heroes. Again, I paid their influence cost by using the thugs. So that's 10. I'm not going to worry about that +1 just yet. I get 2 more from that. I'm going to get range attack 5, so that's range attack 15, 16, 17, potentially range attack 18. I have a white die over here. Why is this white die? Oh, this is Volkare. Volkare is also attacking me. He's attacking me with the red. It's just a fire attack with brutal and assassin, so I cannot assign those wounds to my units, but I can assign those wounds to my units anyway. Swiftness, I'm going to power. God, this source is so terrible. I'm going to power with this white. And I have dodge and weave, which I can power with a white. I have determination, but that's all my range attack. So I'm a range attack 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, potentially 21. Physical resistance, fortified. Oh, that's so wonderful. That makes me very, very happy. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21. 21. Do I just kill all the orcs? I might have to. If I get knocked out, I get knocked. No, it's not great. Getting knocked out is not great. Fortified and physical resistance. Don't have. I mean, I have a bunch of other strong cards, but I did not get the right cards again. I mean, this is 9. $15, 16, 17, 18, 21. I have no siege attack at all. That's bad. That is bad. That was that. What if I do 20? I could do 21. I have no. God, these resistances are. Well, it doesn't matter. You can't assign wounds at all, so I can't even use my resistances even if I had them. Does not matter. I think I kill all the orcs I can. Just that would be 20 right there, and I would still have this. So if I don't use this skill, what's the name of that skill? If I don't use the leadership skill, I use this, obviously. 15. Yeah, that's 20. I killed these 4 enemies. That will definitely flip over Volkare. So they will not. I'm attacking, so this is on my turn. Volkare turn, he's just gonna flip back up. It's gonna be a lot of wounds. All right, let's see what I can block. I don't think it's going to get better than just wiping these suckers out from a wound standpoint. I can take 5 wounds before I'm knocked out. If I don't block Volkare, that's going to be 6 points of damage. That's 2 wounds. If I don't block the whatever that, what are you called? Who are you? If I don't block the catapults, that's 2 wounds. The cursed hag is 1 wound and 1 to my discard pile. This cursed hag is 1 wound and 1 wound to my discard pile. This lava dragon is 12 points of damage because of its brutal. So that's 3 wounds to my hand. Or 3 wounds. Yeah, it all has to be to my hand. I can't assign it to my units. This fire dragon is also 3 wounds. The Alta Mages is a cold fire attack of a 4 with brutal. You know what? Let's not even mess with him. I'm just going to use I'm going to use dodge and weave on him. I'll use the white. So I'm just going to reduce his attack to 0, so he gets no wounds to me. And then that just leaves the catapults. Yeah, there'd be 3 orcs and 2. Yeah, so the catapults are going to be 2 more wounds. So if I don't block anything else, that's too many wounds. Get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to my hand. I cannot get the extra block. I don't have a red for a fire block. I'm not getting attacked by ice anyway. But I can get 8 block here. I have no movement to take advantage of the cumbersome. Eight block, 6 block. 5 block. All right, I'm going to do this block 6 with the red cape monks and get rid of these 2 wounds. I can do that's the block 6 with this. No, I'm sorry. Wow, yeah, it's right because I have this and this still. So block 6 into the heat is going to make that a block 6. I can get a block 11, 5 plus 3 plus 3. I can block 11 out of that. I can power this with the blue. That's block 16. No, it's too much. I can block 11 out of that. Block 12. I can get rid of these 3 wounds. Still gonna knock me out. I just don't want to get to a place where I'm just doing slow recoveries because that's not gonna help anybody. So he's blocked. That was reduced. Had no movement to do with that. I mean, I could use the can block 1 of the cursed tags, but then I still have 5. Oh, God, it's too much. It's too much. I don't think this is gonna work. I need him to get like 3 wounds in a round because I'm gonna need to slow recovery, slow recovery. Will I level up? I don't think I'm gonna level up. 7, 9, 15. Oh my gosh, I'll be 1 away from a level up. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, the math does not work any other way. Wow. And I definitely took the fame for Diamond Ring. I definitely took the fame for Diamond Ring. Oh, level would be so clutch. Then I'd have one more card in my hand so I could get through the slow recovery process so much quicker. But yeah, this isn't gonna work. I mean, it does. I mean, the math with it, the heat's always better with it than without it, so it doesn't make any sense to not. I just can't see how I would prevent any more wounds than this. That's cutting off brutal. Red Cape Lux prevented too. The heroes plus the rage prevents 3. Or I do this. That's 7. I block these 2. But this block 11 is still not going to work. I needed 12 to block the lava dragon. I needed 12 to block the lava dragon. Yeah, I don't think it's getting better. It's not getting better. We're going to do this, go back to this. I'll spend the blue to block 3. We'll get rid of one of the cursed tags, and hopefully there's 4 wounds in a row. That's about all I got. So cursed tags survived. These guys are dead. I take all these wounds to my hand. So 3 wounds, 4 wounds, 5 wounds, 6 wounds, 7 wounds, 8 wounds, 1 to my discard. It's over here. Yeah, one of the, I mean, it's not even like if I kept the one that let me throw away all wounds, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because I didn't get the card in my hand anyway. I didn't get a Horn of Wrath in my hand anyway. Yeah, Horn of Wrath would have been nice. Mass Exposed would have been amazing. Or just Exposed would have been amazing. I just would have been able to kill off a much more powerful enemy. But yeah, none of this is, it just didn't work. This comes here, this comes here. So another disappointing day of Volkare's quest on Legendary. It appears this gets re-rolled. I'm going to get my 15 fame, gets me up to 79. These goes here, these come down, down. Everything goes here. I mean, if I don't pull the green spell, I mean, if I had, well, if he moved 1 closer, it'd have been a problem. But I had 1 more turn there to pillage, like it would have been different. Like it just, you really need things to come together in that last round, and it just did not work out. These 4 are dead. These 7 are still alive. I'm going to draw it on my hand limit. Oh, wait, I have 8 wounds. So, on Volkare's turn, he's going to flip his token back up. I killed 4 enemies, so 4 or 2, it didn't matter. It still was, he does enough to flip over a card. On my turn, I do a slow recovery. On Volkare's turn, it is a movement. Wow. 6 wounds at the bottom of the deck. It's ridiculous. It's a pretty bad draw. Not that any draw would have been good. It's hilarious how all your blocks are fire and all the enemy attacks are fire as well. You have no access to more red. Nah, the red. I mean the die. Oh, a single mana draw in my hand. I'm wondering the next card's off my deck. Concentration could have been great. That would have been garbage. There's the Horn of Wrath. Rejuvenate could have helped. I could have some card draw. I could have drawn 2 more cards. Swiftness would have been fine. Improvisation could have helped. Noble Manners. Where the heck? Mass Exposed. and Crushing Bolt are down here. Yeah, it just didn't come together. I mean, you need to get some things to work in your favor to really have a chance in these last rounds. But I've enjoyed the builds, man. I've enjoyed the first 5 rounds of, well, 4 rounds really, because this has been the day. So the first 4 rounds, I think both games have been really nice. Where I think a lot of times with Volkare's Quest on Legendary, you're just trying to give yourself a chance. And if things cooperate, you're fine. Like if I had a Horn of Wrath, I mean, look, I had 7 wounds on my hand as it is. If I could have gotten one more chance to pillage that village before I use Wings of Wind, I get that siege attack 10. I mean, I burn this. I'm killing another enemy, right? If I have exposed and I can take away some resistances, I'm killing these 3 enemies, right? And all of a sudden the wounds become so much more manageable. And I managed to not get knocked out. I mean, it's just crazy though. Like I still would have lost with him being on the portal, with him having 6 wounds at the bottom of the deck. Like this is why I don't play on Thrilling, because I find that timer so outrageous. Right, 36 cards in his deck. In theory, I mean, these are there are my pace was fine this time. He had 9 cards left in his deck, dude. Like it's unbelievable how quick he got down there, and only 2 of them. He only had 2 more cards that provided movement. The movement mechanic is so tight in Volkare's Quest that he should not have, like, this should have been the last 3 cards of his deck. These should have been scattered over the last 4 rounds, and that would have given me so much more time. I would have had the time to come to beat this catapult, maybe siege this Mage Tower. You get that one big attack on him at the end of that 3rd day. You get into the 3rd night. You start with a new, like all of a sudden your wounds are shuffled in your deck. There's just a timing thing that hasn't worked. Last time was my fault. This time was just, I got unlucky. I mean, I think that's, pretty fair. Seeing Norowas with 5 units is nice. Getting into the heat was nice. The artifacts, the rings really paid off, so I can't complain too much. Oh, Mysterious Box Book, that would have been a terrible draw. Bow of Stars Dawn buried right there. Druidic Staff could have been really great. Druidic Staff, I trash that. I get 2 reds. All of a sudden, that really helps out. So just the math just didn't come together. But hard to complain. One of the things I could have done, but I just didn't want to be slow recovery forever, is taken more wounds and then kept these heroes and these Cape Monks, Red Cape Monks. So instead of blocking, I could have used them with major attacks and try to limit Volkare, but that would have been 3 or 4 more rounds where I'm just doing slow recovery, and that's not going to work. It would have been interesting though, like had these wounds, if those 6 wounds been on the top, I slow recover 3 rounds in a row, I rest, and now I have a deck of 8 new cards or 6 new cards that I could have potentially done something with, and I could assign wounds to my heroes now, or to my units now. Like except for I would have had to spend 2 influence to assign it to the thugs. That's an interesting interaction as well, where it's like, all right, well, all my units are wounded, but I'm really dug into Volkare. If he only has 6 enemies left, I come back next round. I have the Horn of Wrath on him. Like, there's certain things you can try to do, but yeah, dude, that was that was a bad. I pile shuffled all those wounds for a reason. That's why I really want to make sure that Volkare's deck is super random. And sometimes it doesn't matter. I mean, it's cards, man. You play enough poker, you're like, cards just come out some funny way sometimes. I mean, this is really no different than seeing, 6 spades in a row in a deck of playing cards. I mean, that would not be highly unusual. I mean, it just happens. The cards get shuffled weird. So randomness is what it is. But yeah, this was a very, very fun playthrough. Been watching off and on. What does this horse die over the Crystallize? That was from Man of Steel. Who shuffled this? With Threaten, you could have had your thugs for attack block. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So with Sad just saying, if I had the influence in my hand, I could have, instead of having to use the thugs to get the influence for my heroes, I could have actually had all 3 of them active, been able to block with the thugs, which should have been super helpful. And then, or I could have, spent 2 influence to assign a wound to them in a future battle, right? But just the way Volkare's deck came together, I mean, seeing that green spell was just like, I mean, I knew it was pretty much over at that point. Like, I need to get stupid lucky at that point. Once Volkare is on the portal, with the hand I had, it just wasn't gonna work. It just was a very very unfortunate situation, and I just couldn't get through my deck quick enough. I mean, at night, if I have at night with Wings of Night, I can just be, hey, none of his dudes attack. I mean, there's a lot more interesting play, but yeah, cool playthrough. Just unfortunate ending. I mean, if a couple more spells, if he's still over there, I mean, all of a sudden things are looking a lot better for me. Especially if I could have camped there 1 or 2 more rounds, pillaged, got a bunch more cards, got Horn of Wrath. I would have loved to have seen that play out if a couple of things had just gone my way. But alas, they did not. So I'm gonna have to come back again in a couple of weeks. I don't know. I don't know. I do want to do other things with Mage Knight. I do want to beat this on camera again, though. So maybe we'll come back again. Maybe I'll do something else. I do want to get Apocalypse on the channel again with Dursu. So he popped in not that long ago. So that's Warlord Drake. Yeah, that's the fan made scenario. I really like that. Kind of put that in the rotation. Haven't done Life and Death in a while, so I got some options and things I might want to do on the channel. But this has been long. I'm curious about feedback on the hands, the card cam. I think it adds something. I don't love the lighting. I'm not sure how I make it better. So I'm a tinkerer. I mean, you've seen over the years, I've always tried to work to make things better. The problem is I have all these light sources coming at me. So the cards, they're going to be the place where I can see them, it's gonna be like shadowy, and then the lighting gets all funky. If I put the cards this way, then I'm gonna have to do a playthrough looking backwards, and that's not effective. So I got to figure out how I want to try to make that work, and we'll figure it out. So long story short, going to grab the extra artifact was a mistake. Not to say I called it, but I think I'm gonna play the same scenario tonight. Kind of have the itch. I don't know, man. I still like that play, just because of the upside. Because I felt like I needed upside. I felt like my deck wasn't strong enough. It was also a fame grab, because that's what was going to get me into the heat. So I think the combination of I needed enemies to kill to get up to level 8. And the upside of get Boba Stars on. Imagine if I had Boba Stars on in my hand. I have 40 ranged attack. That's amazing, man. I would even, I could take out, I could. You can't group enemies with physical resistance, but I could have just picked off one enemy with physical resistance with this source of ranged attack, or I could have killed all the orcs. It's a totally different game if I get the Boba Stars on, right? But again, I would have needed to get it in my hand. I mean, I come back here. I mean, offering. I just didn't have the crystals, man. I could have dissolved my blue and my white or my green. So if I dissolved my blue, but again, this is during the day. My bad. Never mind. Offering gives me crystals. This would have only been sacrifice is only useful at night. So yeah, it just wouldn't have. But at night, sacrifice is pretty bananas. You basically turn all your crystal pairs into mana, so you have to use them this turn. But you get attack. So I gain siege attack 4 if I choose green, range attack 6 if I choose white. So the siege attack would have been nice at night, but during the day, all it is giving me some crystals. Yeah, I still think getting that artifact was the right play, just because of the level up and the extra fame it gave me at this point. So, but I'll be sad. I'll be sad off camera. But this was fun. Always a good time. We'll be back next week. I have probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. No, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or might be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. I might actually jam them back to back to back. So we're gonna see Spirit Island. I have I'm gonna do a 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time playthrough on Tuesday. I'm doing Otis's Patron Challenge. It's going to be a bananas playthrough of Spirit Island. So it's going to be varied terrains, Finder, Volcano. It's going to be super crazy. So check that out on Tuesday. That's going to be 5 o'clock, just to make it accommodate his schedules. We'll be back on Wednesday and Thursday. I forget what else I have lined up. I think I'm going back to Cloudspire finally. It's been a while, and I might do Shores of Tripoli. I know I've been saying that for a couple weeks, so I want to get some of the newer games on the channel from review copies that were sent my way. That's an interesting game. I don't know if it's a forever game for me, but I did enjoy the puzzle of learning it, and the history in there is super, super interesting. So if you're like a war gamer at all, I think you'll absolutely love that one. Ended a month. Might have to take a week off, or I might just have like 2 playthroughs 1 week. So schedule's gonna get a little tight end of the month, but then we'll be back 3 times a week as much as I can for the rest of the fall. So again, if you want to see the titles that you should be looking on the lookout for coming up in the next couple of months, go to my Patreon page, link in the description below. I have a public post beginning of every month where I put the games that are basically to be expected to be played in the somewhat near future. I do have a couple of games that are it's gonna be a while. Paxmere Second Edition, I've just started learning. That's gonna be a little bit. Lord of the Rings, the card game, I'll get it on the channel at some point. It's fine. You know, I'm such an Arkham guy. It's hard to shift into another LCG. I just had the base game. I'm not looking to invest more in Lord of the Rings, the card game. I was just really curious about the base game, and I picked it up in a trade. So yeah, it's a different take on the LCG genre for sure. I got you. Just messing with you. Good game. This was fun. Yeah, this was super fun, man. I always appreciate your contributions to ensuring the shenanigans and good times are had by all. So I killed 2 manticores. So in my book, that's always a win. No matter what the rule book says, that's a win. So that's it. I gotta run. This was great. I hope everyone has the greatest of weekends. Get some gaming in. And until next time, happy gaming.
Solo.